Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the TNI Network. This is Trent, my co-host, Bill, Jaybone, Marq, and Alicia. And this is the Impact and Action TV review for June 3rd at 2021. Big news. What a night. I think we should just get right into things.
Absolutely.
There's a show to review. I know there's a show to review. I usually ask how everybody's doing, but I think right now there's a lot to talk about. And we have a guest to talk about certain things, too. So we are going to bring him
Perfect guest for right now.
Perfect guest. He is the voice, Bill, huh? He is the voice of Impact Wrestling. He is
the voice of wrestling.
The voice
Especially
of
Impact Wrestling.
He's gonna hate that you put him over that strong, but we're gonna do it anyway. So he is the voice. You guys hear intro everybody to the ring at Impact Wrestling. He was the former host of Around the Ring. He's a great personal friend. He's a friend of the show. He's a gentleman, a scholar, and a man who makes a hell of a whiskey sour, from what I'm told, Bill. I think that's what I'm told. That's the word.
You've got my curiosity.
Let's bring him in, everybody. David Penzer is here. David Penzer, here he is. David Penzer, what's happening?
I'm a vodka guy.
You could have just let me roll with it.
Now, me and Penzer are even tighter because I'm a vodka guy. I would do whiskey, but I'm more of a vodka guy.
So you said perfect guest. So I'm just a little behind the scenes, a little kayfabe stuff. I know you're about to probably talk about this, and I'm psyched as hell. But out of the six of us, I was the last person to know, and only because you mentioned it, that we were having fans in Slammiversary. So I don't know if I'm the perfect guest. I think I'm the imperfect guest because you guys had to tell me what's going on.
Kayfabe, Daddy. Kayfabe.
Kayfabe, Daddy, as Swinger would say. Well, David, big news. We'll talk about that in a second. You had your own news. You were coming here for other news altogether.
Yeah. But we could talk about that in a little bit. I'm just doing my own thing. But you just want me to make my announcement and go? Is that what you're saying?
No, you're here. You're absolutely.
We've been trying to get you on here for a long time.
Let's talk about the news and talk about the big. Let's talk about the news and let's talk about the. Oh shoot! My Bluetooth is running out. Let's talk about the news and talk about the match that a lot of people are talking about, and then I'll make my announcement.
Because I know you had teased that as one of the best matches I think you've ever seen, right, David?
Yeah, I put it in my top 3, man, and it lived up to. I was sitting ringside, obviously, but the one thing I'll say that I was a little disappointed, it didn't really catch the excitement and of the wrestlers at ringside as much as I would have liked it to be. There was legitimate. It was legitimate. It wasn't fake. It wasn't these guys were legitimately popping for what was going on in the ring.
Yeah, Eddie really stuck out to me. Like Eddie was really invested in it.
It seemed like all the young guys, like I saw Bay was going nuts.
Bay was going nuts too. He was probably right there with Eddie, as getting so into it, you couldn't help but notice him.
I can't remember, David. When was the last time they even had an Ironman match at 60 minute at Impact? Was there ever one
they've ever done? I think it's history.
I don't think there was ever a 60-man Ironman match. I think just 30 minutes. I think this 30, is the first one.
Wow. Okay. So that's pretty historic in and of itself, right there. That they're the first 60-minute Ironman match. Awesome. But let's talk the news. Let's talk the big news. So tickets on sale tomorrow. Slammiversary at Skyway. That's
I've only driven by Skyway. now I want to enter that parking lot.
Well, I figure, David. I figure Bill's getting priority seating, right? If there are seatings at the standing room only, what do you know that we don't know?
I know nothing. Like I said, I was the last person to know it out of the 6 people that me and the 5 hosts here. So,
oh boy.
So I know nothing.
I figure you got a text in the meantime since we said hello and then we've gone live that you've been told of what's going on. But
no. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to have fans back, and it sets us back on a path to normalcy as both as a wrestling promotion and as a country and a world. So I'm thrilled to death.
One step at a time. Hey, you and Ingrid are going to have the best seats in the house.
Absolutely, they will. David, let me ask you a question. Have you gotten used to no fans? Like, is it going to be weird to have fans now? Like, is everybody kind of used to the the setup currently?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Yeah, it's going to be a different kind of vibe for sure. It's basically just, you go in the studio and you start doing matches. And so, yeah, it's going to be a different vibe, but I've been dying for a different vibe, especially watching, some of the other there's only one other promotion that's been having live fans, but watching that and hearing about some of the other promotions, I'm really glad that we're going to have fans there. And like I said, I know nothing. So I'm always the last to know, which is good because then I can't get in trouble.
Yeah. We're fine with
Need
that.
to know basis.
No, that's cool. That is, they go on sale tomorrow. I think that it's a 10 a.m. Eastern. Is that right, Bill? Do you have it in front of you?
Yes.
I figure he already
It is 10
bookmarked
a.m.
it, everybody. He's already got it bookmarked on his.
Phil has his countdown going on his screen. He won't be sleeping tonight.
No. I will be. I will not. The phone will go on like a do not disturb. So there'll be plenty of anticipation. And I believe, there it is. The Friday, June 4th, 10 a.m. Eastern. And they'll all be super premium. They're calling it VIP tickets.
Okay.
It does come with stuff. I don't know if they're throwing out any. No, I don't see a price or anything like that. But commemorative ticket, anniversary T-shirt, mounted poster, commemorative
all
photo.
this? When did all this get announced? I
It's
missed
mounted
all that.
posters.
It's on the site. I think Jaybone can probably pull it up in a moment. It's all, if you follow the link. It's live now. A swatch of the
because it wasn't a
canvas.
minute ago. Oh, here we go.
Look at that, huh?
Fans
Beautiful.
will have the chance to see the canvas be cut. Who knows? Maybe I'll be doing some of the cutting. I don't know.
Maybe you'll
We'll
cut
see.
it. Maybe David.
I will cut it. I've always offered any help's needed. Because I already know my whole schedule. Because I'm going to Michigan on Thursday, seeing a bunch of the Impact guys. So I'm gonna go from Michigan and drive straight to Nashville.
Look at
So I'll
that.
be there. I'll be there a day early.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
It went to the site. It didn't just automatically create. So welcome back, fans. All right.
So it's all
Hey,
up
that's
there.
us. They're talking about us.
Hey.
Hey,
I know
we're the
that guy.
fans.
Hear that, chat?
We're all
Okay,
going to
so-
try and get tickets tomorrow and
so
have to fight each other.
Here's the link for the tickets. It's not live yet. I should try to click on it. So there's nothing there yet. It said this destination isn't live yet. But here's a list of the stuff that comes with the tickets.
Okay, you want to read it off, Jaybone, for the audio listeners?
Yeah, there we go.
I just went through
Oh,
a
you
bunch
give
of
a dead
them.
silence for now.
Sorry.
Yeah, I went through a bunch of them just now.
All right, here we go.
Like the ticket with lanyard, Slammiversary T-shirt, mounted poster, which I could, in a second, I could grab one of my other ones and show you what they mean by mounted poster.
There's one right behind me.
Oh yeah, there you go. You
From
got
Hard
one
to
right
Kill.
there.
Yep.
Yeah,
There you
post-show commemorative photo ringside or on the entrance ramp with the actual official X Division Championship belt. So likely
Ooh.
Josh
Look at
Alexander.
this. Look at all this you're getting here.
Nice.
Swatch the official match used Slammiversary canvas. Fans will have the chance to see the canvas be cut immediately after the pay-per-view. And who knows,
Hey,
just straight
Trent,
from
there you
Ingrid,
go.
maybe we'll be doing the cutting. Miguel, good to see you. I think you'll be there too, hopefully. And then Impact branded swag. Always good to see that. Complimentary water, soft drinks, chips, candy bars, and some Robert Irvine Fit Crunch protein
Fit Crunch.
bars.
I'm a
yeah.
huge. I have a
And of
Fit
course, Gail
Crunch.
Kim.
Fit
They're
Crunch every morning.
Those Robert Irvine crunch
They're
bars.
awesome, Alicia. I have one every day.
Me too.
So and
They're at my
everything
work.
everything
Impact
on the
branded
list.
swag.
Everything on the list comes autographed by David Penzer, correct, David? Every single thing on that list. Every one of those pieces. But okay, great. Take this down, Jay. Let's get back to it here. Awesome. All right, so tomorrow. So
Impact-
David, there you go. There now you're in the loop. You got
This
all
is
the
Impact
info.
branded swag.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
information
hey,
we have.
And people wonder why I check you out after the show.
There you go.
Exactly. Get the breaking
We
news.
try to be on the ball. We try to be on the ball.
Very exciting, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited for everybody who's going, and most of all, you guys, David. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody to get back in front of fans under the brand. So,
Oh yeah.
congratulations to all you guys for gutting it out. The whole year and a half nearly, and putting on great show. I think we can all agree. Everybody in the chat, I think we can all agree here that they made a tough situation great. And the stuff that came out of Impact in this last 14, 15 months has been fantastic. David, I got to imagine you have enjoyed having the best seat in the house for all that.
Yeah, man. There's something special about, it's been said before, but there's something special about that locker room. I was in WCW, I've been in TNA, I've been in indie shows, pay-per-views overseas. I've never seen a locker room like that. And I don't say that just because I work there. If I got fired tomorrow, knock on wood, because I want to be in front of fans. But if I got fired tomorrow, I would still say that. It's just incredible. Everybody actually legitimately wants the other people to succeed. They root for each other. They cheer for each other. They're excited about stuff. And what you saw, what you saw out there, with the wrestlers, cheering on the Ironman match, that didn't happen organically, but I think it would have. I mean, that's how, yeah.
If it didn't happen organically, it would have been happening backstage anyway.
Oh, it was happening backstage. I mean, it was sold out back there. It was incredible. And look, I love that style of wrestling. So, there might be people that don't like that style of wrestling, and I respect that. But it's the old, Fit Finlay versus Tony St. Clair, Austrian, German, catch can, European with a little bit of shoot wrestling and some high flying to boot. I love it, and those guys could do it, I think, better than anybody else.
That's awesome. No, it was very enjoyable to watch. Very enjoyable. How was we did a watch along, Bill and Jaybone, you guys did a watch along for. How was the reaction as the hour went on?
Oh, it was electric. The action was nonstop. The pacing was insane. Very few times did it slow down.
Yeah.
The chat was all lit up. They were very excited for it.
Yeah, very great. The finish, obviously, going in at the end of that first hour, where TJP's like, is Josh going to get that second tap, and he reverses it at 4 seconds to get a 3 count with 1 second left on the clock.
Oh.
The fourth sudden death. And it was fitting. It had to go to sudden death. To be that first 60-minute Ironman match, it was perfect.
That's
all the rave reviews were correct.
Yeah, that's pretty historic, man. Pretty historic. Well, David, that should lead us to some of your news. You had a little something that kind of piggybacks off of that. Let's hear it.
Yeah. So the big news is, and the press release will go out in the morning. But if there's any indie promoters that are listening who want to book a TJP versus Josh Alexander match, an X Division title match, maybe an Ironman match, an appearance at a fan fest where they could pose together, even a seminar where they could teach aspiring wrestlers how to work. I'm going to be the official, and I'm proud of this, the official and exclusive booking agent for that match. So anybody around the world wants to bring that match to their town, to their event, whether it's 2 out of 3 falls, like I said, whether it's X Division title, whether it's an Ironman, whether it's submissions only or just a regular match. Look me up. You could email me at david.penzer@gmail.com. I'm calling this sitting ringside bookings, for lack of a better term.
There you go.
We already got a little brand. Hey, speaking of that, sitting ringside, we'll drop finally after a brief hiatus on the Conrad Thompson Network ad-free shows next Thursday morning. So a week from today in the morning. So I'm excited to get back to work and excited to be with ad-free shows for sure.
Nice.
It's a good start to Impact on Access TV Thursday. So
I was going to ask you because it's not been in my feed, and I was wondering what when you were going to pop back up.
It's not going to be in the feed, and that was the problem. My lovely former business associates wouldn't even sit down and negotiate anything, and I knew what. I don't want to say too much, but they should have, but they didn't. They were mad. They were disappointed. And so we lost the RSS feed. So we're basically starting from scratch. So anybody that could help spread the word, I would greatly appreciate it. And
absolutely.
It is what it is. Business is business. We tried to make a deal. Nobody wanted to make a deal, so we're just going to pony on. But yeah, excited to get it done. Excited to be on that platform. And super excited to prove to a couple of guys that didn't think I could rebuild this thing, that I could rebuild it bigger and better than ever. So
Very nice. Very
There
nice.
you go.
Oh, you listen. You're with the right guy. You know, Conrad is the Podfather, so that's what they call him. So you're with
amazing.
You're with the right company.
It's an amazing opportunity, an amazing experience.
Hmm.
You know, I'm a member now of adfreeshows.com, and I mean, I get probably 8-10 emails a day with new content going up. It's just incredible.
Mhm.
You know, the archives of sitting ringside are going up, and
Great.
but so much great stuff, you know. And I know you guys want to probably at some point hit me up about my tease with the Jared Hogan stuff, but I'm going to let my good friend and new family mate in the Conrad world, Jeff Jarrett. I'm going to let him tell his side of the story, and then I will promise I will come on
All right.
your podcast and I will tell you what I remember. But it was a pretty crazy deal, and there's a lot to say, but I don't want to take the focus off the TJP Josh Alexander incredible match and the focus off the fact that we're having fans at Slammiversary, which I'm thrilled to death. But again, david.penzer@gmail.com. The press release goes out in the morning. If anybody wants to book that match, we got all sorts of scenarios, all sorts of deals.
Trent.
The guys are excited to bring it. The guys are excited to potentially bring it out on the road, and you know, they talk about, you know, and I don't want to overhype it, but they talk about, you know, the Dean and Eddie, and you know, there was a best out of 7 with Benoit and Booker T.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't want to compare it to Flair Steamboat, but you know, there's certain people that have that chemistry, and there's no doubt that those two guys have incredible chemistry, and both of them could just go, you know, obviously for more than 60 minutes, and you know, not bore anybody. You know,
Right.
there was not one time in that entire match that I was like looking at my watch or anything like that. I mean, I enjoyed the back and forth and the counters, the counter wrestling and all that. And so yeah, so I'm proud and honored to be able to represent those guys, and
Awesome.
I'm proud and honored to announce it on your show because I love you guys' show.
Thank
and
you.
Hopefully we'll see you in Nashville in July.
Yes,
I'm psyched.
there it is.
Oh, guaranteed,
Yes.
guaranteed.
And so when I see you in Nashville in July, you can tell me the next thing that you knew before I did. about Impact Wrestling.
David, I have bad news.
What's that?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
So guys, listen to this. Anybody in the chat, best thing to do, tag your local promotion
Yes.
and let them know, you know, that this
go.
match is on the road. So
Yeah.
tag your local indie, tag David, give them the info, say you want it. These guys will tag the guys and let this start getting out there that these
There you
guys are
go.
taking it
Yeah.
on the road.
I'll tell
Like
you.
I said, we're gonna let the match get some buzz, and then I'm gonna put
Yeah.
out a press release in the morning for all the major sites. But yeah, if people want to, and you know, jump to the head of the line for sure, you could email me at like I said, david.penzer@gmail.com, or just follow my Twitter at David Penzer, and that'll be the first place to announce it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tease it tonight. I wanted to debut it on your show because, like I said, you guys are great.
Thank you, Dave. We
Thank
really
you so
appreciate you
much.
thinking of us.
Thank you.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
It'd
No,
be
that's
great
great.
if, hey, any of these promotions that don't have, I guess, obligations where they feed or stream somewhere already. Hey, Impact Plus. It'd be great to get a lot of these matches on tape for people to check them out if they can't be at their local promotions.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's
Yeah.
way out of my pay grade.
on Impact Plus.
That's way out of my pay grade. I'm just booking the matches, and then the powers that be. You know, I thought we're a team, guys, which is the last verbiage on Impact tonight. They could decide what they want to do with such stuff. But I'm just representing those guys with the full backing of the Impact Wrestling promotion to take the show on the road, so to speak. And I don't know what
Scott D'Amore. Yeah, you want it on the road, and then you want to see it on Impact Plus too. It's
Yeah.
sort of like the Lariato shows with Doc Gallows and stuff. Like, let's get more content. Let's see Josh Alexander and TJP to do a whole barnstorming tour across, who knows, maybe multiple continents.
Hey,
that would be
There you go.
that would be fun. And maybe we could come to Chicago sometime. So
absolutely.
And you don't have, by the way, just to be clear, you don't have to book me to get that match. I don't expect people to book me. If you want to book me, that's cool. I could do the intros. But
David, I'm gonna book you just to hang out with you. How about that? Me and you just have a good. Let those two wrestle. We'll go out to the bar. We'll go out. When was the last time you were in Chicago, David? Come on. Well, I think you're due for a night out.
it's actually It's actually been a while, and
I know.
I love Chicago, great city, and yeah, I'm hoping to do to confront Bravo in Chicago one of these times because I heard Bravo's out of control and I can't stand
Unbelievable what he's pulled over here. Unbelievable what he's done over here. In a month and a half. The havoc he's wreaked in a month and a half, I can't even begin to tell you. I think he needs to come out just to confront him.
Hey, just let me know when and where and how to get there, and I'll be there. But I'm going off topic, and I know this is about the show tonight, and what a great 3 hours it was. So I don't want to go off topic, but thank you for having me on. I'm gonna, as they say on talk radio, I'm gonna hang up and listen to the response. But I appreciate you having me, and spread the word.
Yes, a pleasure, and I guarantee I will make at least one of those bookings at whatever indie show I can get to see that match.
You're being modest about at least one. You know you're being modest.
If I can hop in my car and make many of them, I will go to many of them.
Dave, before you go, Daniel Spencer's in here. Do you have anything to say, nice or insulting, to him while he's in here?
I love Daniel. Daniel's great. I mean, the guy is just a sponge. He just wants to learn, and you got to respect that. And he's involved in every facet of so many things and works his butt off. And he's great kid. One of my favorite young people. And I shouldn't say that because I love everybody there. It's such a great atmosphere. But much love for Daniel Spencer. He's a student of the game, and I look forward to seeing him again, maybe having a cocktail and watching him do his thing. He's an awesome guy.
I'm seeing him blush through the text right here. You're putting him over way too much here, Dave, for free. Unless
maybe drinks will be on him. So
there you go.
Got to warm him up.
There's a method to the madness here. All right, wonderful.
When Penzer and Daniel get together, it's going to be
cocktail hour, brother.
That's right. That's right.
There you go, man.
Hey, can I ask you one question?
Dish pizza.
Can I ask you one more question before you go? When are we getting poolside chats with David Penzer in replacement of Around the Ring? When are we getting poolside chats?
That's a question that's way below my pay grade. So y'all could, you got an inside line to Ross Foreman. You could tell him you want to see it, and Ross could spread the word to the team, or at least they thought they were a team, and.
Maybe we can schmooze up with Bravo a little bit.
We'll see.
Screw Bravo.
I don't think he wants Bravo near the pool.
Screw Bravo. Guy's a punk. Can't stand him.
There you go. There's a bite.
It's eating
Elon, get on it.
That is definitely a sound bite right there. Well, David, thank you very much. Give us the email address one more time, David. Just
David.Penzer, gmail.com. Hit me up. Press release goes out tomorrow, and we'll be promoting it, but I wanted to announce it on your great podcast, and wish you guys nothing but the best, and hope to see you in Nashville now for Slammiversary.
Yes,
so psyched about that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
guys,
David.
Hit him up. Tag your local promotion, david.penzer@gmail.com.
Or at David Penzer on Twitter.
Yes, either way, get a hold of them, but make sure if you have a local indie promotion you go to, this is the chance to get the X Division champion, a former X Division champion, the guys who basically stole the night tonight in your town. So this is the way to do it.
Night. Now they can own your promotion in your town.
Yeah.
There's your soundbite right there. Awesome. David, thank you again, man. I will talk soon.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Have a good show.
David.
Thank you.
Wonderful. David Penzer, everybody. Very nice. Very nice. Look at that.
Excellent.
That was awesome.
Big news. Good stuff, man.
Very cool. I have another guest. He's going to pop in just for a brief moment in about 10 minutes. It's going to be Mike Freland from Front Row Material. Just to tell you guys about Front Row Material, that's Jerry Lynn and Mikey Whipwreck's podcast. He's the host about it. He's really supportive of us. They've done raids on our Twitch and everything. So I just want to share the love a little bit. Have them plug the show, tell you guys about their show, and then see if you guys can go subscribe. So if you're on Twitch right now, stay tuned. Once Freeland gets in here, you can go ahead and sub to their Twitch and then get that going. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for him, let's get news. Should we get news going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there might be some news, Jaybone.
I think there's a little
hair on your booty cheeks.
Nobody,
that is news. That's news to me.
Nobody wants that kind of news.
That's big news. That is big news. That's all right. Well, let's pop. Jaybone, hope you're ready. I'm going with the news jingle here. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Everybody, it's Jaybone's News.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, Jaybone's News. According to Willie Mack, he's got hair in his booty cheeks. That's all. Take it away, Jaybone.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
Oh my goodness!
Enough said.
That's that's gonna be stuff for the OnlyFans or onlybone.com.
Only bones.
Only bones.
Yeah.
Only
But see, that can have a
Only
weird
bones.
connotation. Only bones for like an OnlyFans there, Alicia. Like that's already setting us up for what we're gonna get here. I don't want to know.
I have an only bones and it's all skeletons.
Yeah, hell yeah. I feel
Oh,
God. Like
I
my
have-
brother from another mother, Alicia.
I have way too many skeletons. They're already come out on the show before.
I love how the treehouse conveniently just ends up down at the bottom of the
Yeah,
screen.
that's
on
like-
the bottom. though.
Hell yeah. Always
That's
at the
how
bottom,
it's
baby.
Smoke rises.
That's right.
That's why you guys
Yeah.
get the contact.
That's
This-
true.
That's right.
The smoking section's on the floor.
All right, go ahead, J-Bone. What do we got today?
All right, so shifting gears here a little from all. I mean, I can't really top what we already got. My God, fans!
Yeah, we already
back
got
at
some
Slam-
news today.
Yeah. You guys
Holy
stole my gimmick. No, I'm kidding. No, but so we got fans at Slammiversary. You know, go to the link for that. That goes live tomorrow. And Josh Alexander versus TJP touring
shit.
around from show
Breaking
to show.
news on TNI.
Yeah.
Right here.
Hell yeah.
Unbelievable. I was gonna say if you bring it to the Midwest, we could call that the next maybe CM Punk Colt Cabana. And I know that that rivalry did some touring as well. And I mean that with all due respect and love, because I know that different people don't like certain people, but whatever. What else?
What are you talking about?
There is a
What?
Go ahead, J-Bo. Stick to the news. Will you just stick to the news? Just stick to the news here.
I'm trying.
I don't need you to read anybody's mind. Just stick to the news.
Stick to the cards.
Stick to the yeah, just read the cards. Read the cards.
Not possible.
Come on.
All right, so we got a debut on the show tonight.
Yes. What do we have?
Macklin is coming to Impact
Oh, I missed that.
I
Wrestling.
had a
Oh,
feeling
yeah.
that was going to happen.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
When did that happen? I missed this.
If you blinked, you missed it. Now, what's interesting is the promo that played on the show has already been on Twitter a couple
Yes.
months ago.
Yes.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I called
was-
it.
It was one.
Yeah, Alicia called it. Alicia called it
I
like a
called
month
it.
ago.
I said that looked exactly like an
Yep.
Impact promo.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
that style. Yeah, the production wise or location. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So very excited for that. For those of you that don't know, that is the Knockout Champions significant other. So that was another thing that we were kind of putting, one and one together, hoping for that. She'd have a little pull and can bring the man in. So now I can't say much else besides that. I have not seen a lot of his content from, would say up north. But I can only imagine you give the man some creative freedom and give him the space to perform like so many others have had the opportunity in this great company that we back on this show. I can only imagine positive things are going to come. And just the fact that they're putting out promos like this, I mean, it just oozes badassery. Is that a word?
Yes.
It is.
It
now.
is now.
Okay. We'll call it a bonism.
Well, these people come in hungry and something to prove, and it works in our favor every time.
There you go. So, Macklin, welcome to Impact Wrestling. Can't wait to see what he does and, who's going to step up to the plate against him and what he brings to the stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. Oh, I do want to say congratulations to Gia. That news came out within the last week. I don't remember exactly what day it fell on. I apologize. But friend of the show, woo, my God, Gia Miller Sorry, I didn't mean to blow anybody's
Scoop.
eardrums out there. Scoop has officially signed an extension of 3 years with Impact Wrestling. Talk about positive investment in your company. That is amazing.
Huge
It's
get.
awesome.
Huge get.
So
Impact
congrats.
wins on that.
Congrats on that.
And I think from that deal, we can make some assumptions because they've never announced a deal for a backstage interviewer before, especially a multi-year deal. That could be a wrestling deal as well.
She's training. What you told us she's training.
Yes.
So I think that you could look at that as a future there, which is great to see.
And she's also made some appearances in Trent, your neck of the woods too, from what I've heard.
She's been at AAW last couple months, so we're seeing what's going on there. She's been scouting as a manager, so we'll see. We'll see what happens there in Chicago.
So all sorts of things happening with Gia Miller.
Yep.
Awesome. I don't know if anybody else has anything else off the top of my head. I
got one quick thing. There's a bunch of new T-shirts on Shop Impact.
That was one I was going to say. One specifically. That's a hint. And maybe a future TV show.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Yes.
There's the new All Night Long Rich Swann. There's a Rachel Ellering and Jordan Grace tag team one. Very old school. Looks like a No Limit Soldiers T-shirt. If anybody knows that reference.
Wow. Dirty South.
Yes. There's a Trey Miguel T-shirt. There's a Rachel Solo, a Jordan Solo, and then a Knockouts T-shirt, which kind of hints at something. It's like a Knockouts logo, almost like, I don't know. I mean, I've seen this logo used for like Knockouts specials.
Yeah, they're also running that Knockouts commercial on Access.
Right. Yes. There's that solo commercial for
Knockouts. They announced the new Invicta June 11th, the night before Against All Odds on Access TV. They promoted, and that's where they first showed that commercial, that Knockouts commercial. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe you get an announcement during that special of maybe a future 1 hour knockout show on Access TV.
Oh, there is a lot of new shirts. I'm just seeing them now.
Speaking of T-shirts, what's Alicia's T-shirt of the day here? What's the T-shirt of the week?
She's repping today.
Havoc.
Who's possibly in some new news coming up.
Yeah, this is off her actual website.
Nice.
I'm not sure if that print is still available, but yeah, she's got some good ones there.
I can't wait to get to the Havoc segment of tonight's show.
You know what, Bill? You have a great collection of merch, but honestly, Alicia's got like the sleeper hit collection of T-shirts. Like, there's a new shirt back there every damn week.
She does.
I have too many shirts.
No such thing.
It was a problem. That's why I really hope wrestlers start making tote bags.
There you go, reusable tote bags.
So I can go grocery shopping and stuff with that.
I wouldn't mind wrestler tote bags, honestly.
I only have one wrestler. Well, I think I have a couple Impact tote bags, and then I have one from everyone's favorite TNA legend, the Hulkster brother.
You have a Hulkster tote bag?
Well,
really?
From his store.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
you went to the store. Yeah. Got it. Nice. Well, there's a bunch of new shirts, guys. Go pick them up.
And there's one other big piece of news that was
what do you got
tonight.
What do you got?
The return of trading cards.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I
guaranteed a signature.
Autographs. Yeah.
Wait, I totally missed that one. Where did that get announced?
Commercial. Josh.
During a match.
Yeah.
I totally missed it. What? Okay.
At the bottom third.
I'm seeing if Impact was putting it over. And I know Jaybone very astutely said on Myers' vlog or Cardona's, was it Myers, I think?
Yeah,
put it out there already.
Whatever one of their vlogs, they showed some footage of Brian Myers signing Impact cards, saying that they'd be coming soon. That was within the last couple months. I don't remember exactly where it fell in. It was recent. It was pretty recent. Awesome. So I was just waiting for that to come, and I've done some card unboxings, I don't know, whatever you call them. I'm not a card aficionado, but I do collect some wrestling cards, and it's been a long time since Impact has had some cards. Great to see that come back.
Awesome.
They did also specifically call out that there are Christian Cage cards in this first set.
Which, remember I said last week, they announced pins through Zombie Sailor that includes a Christian Cage pin. A lot of Christian Cage references.
Wonder why.
During the opening match, Josh, the GOAT, was calling it an instant classic. So
Can I speculate
on the
further?
lookout.
Can I speculate further?
Sure.
Last week on another wrestling program, Christopher Daniels had a mic spot where he suggested, or where he's going after the Good Brothers, and he doesn't care where he has to go to get to them.
Oh,
so
there you go.
I don't know, man. It's crazy these days. So you never know what the hell is going to happen. You know, it's
Awesome.
anything is possible.
Awesome. Well, listen, that's cool. A lot of cool stuff coming up, guys.
Loaded.
They're keeping busy, so keep your wallets ready because there's a lot of merch hitting you guys. So excited for that. Very exciting to see. And you know what? Big shout out to Ingrid and the collar and elbow team because I ordered those DVDs last week. I got them in a day.
What?
1 day shipping
Again?
No, that's the one. I haven't mentioned it since. I got a bunch of the recent DVDs and they came in a day. So like that, if that's any indication of how good Ingrid and her team have turned the shop around, that tells you right there, guys. So it's definitely whatever issues there may have been have seemed to be worked out pretty nice. And I think Ingrid's in the chat saying she's packing micro brawlers right now as we're doing the show. So she's doing it right now. So
and just a heads up, I'll just also announce that there was a show that got announced that I already have purchased a ticket to as soon as it got announced, and I know Slowpoke has grabbed that the Thursday before Bound for Glory, and I was taking for Slammiversary, my bad. Thursday.
Say, are we planning in October?
Yes. I feel like I am because I am getting tickets for like September and October right now, so it does feel that way. But Insane Wrestling Revolution in Monroe, Michigan, is doing a show the Thursday, the 15th, before Slammiversary, and it's going to feature Violent by Design in like all three of them: Trey Miguel, Ace, Johnny Bravo. So my hope, I bought these tickets for one indie show, but with the thought, well, I could drive from Michigan to Nashville after. So I'm glad my thought process was right.
And while we're announcing it, let me just plug AAW. Next Friday night, June 11th, we have a bunch of Impact talent. It's Crush and Destroy. It's going to have Jake Something's in the main event. So Jake Rohit, under his other name, Hakeem Zayn, is going to be at the show.
Oh, my God.
Ace and Fulton are at the show. And John E. Bravo will be at the show as well.
Nice.
What a doozy.
Yep. So a lot of Impact talent on AAW next week, too. To get your tickets for that.
Yeah, and there should be one other announcement, Trent. The last of the news, because it happened between shows. It's the Patreon launched.
That's right.
That's my news. That's my news.
No
I have our patrons up.
Let's
yeah.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
Yeah, 38 minutes in. So normally we're going to do this at the top of the show, but this qualifies as the top of the show because we had a lot of things that preceded it in terms of importance.
Yeah, before the first match gets reviewed.
Yes. The Patreon launched on Tuesday I would say, an overwhelmingly positive response, at least for myself. I've heard others express the same, that we're thrilled, touched. Thank you so much. Like, we are very happy to bring the Sunday night family dinner back with all of your support. We're looking forward to Sunday. So
wait, we're doing what?
Don't worry about it, Jay. I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got some other stuff you got to do.
Just nod and smile, Jay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Doing. And so, as part of the Patreon, I have some shout outs to do. So I'm going to start.
You're going to shout out all the patrons, right? Shout
everyone from everyone who signed up since the last show from that week in that tier. So Thursday night shout outs, TNI fam. Let's start in that tier. Lakers, brother Lakers. Happy to have you with us. And we have fella SGE, who's actually new to the family, I think, all around. So
no. Overall, they've been there for a while.
Fella's been there for a while. Yeah.
Oh, okay. New to me. My apologies then.
But no, it's all good. It's all good.
Someone named Zach Bonifer.
Who's that?
I don't know. It sounds like a badass, though.
Crazy bastard. Yeah.
Probably a Picasso in his own right.
I would believe that sounds about right. Violet Reed, who all of us know and love. Legend. Absolute legend. Let's see. We have Brian Stafford. Thank you, Brian. Justin Miller. Joseph Brentar. And Truck. All right.
Amazing.
And now I do have the next tier to do real quick.
Okay.
For Sunday Night Dinner, we have Derek Sneed. Thank you, Derek. Rob, no last name. Thank you,
Rob is
No last
Rob
name.
is my buddy Rob, who I found who did our intro. Rob Malinowski,
Awesome.
filmmaker Rob. He's the one he did.
Thank you, Rob.
He goes by Polish Rob. That's the guy. That's the famous Polish Rob. The filmmaker.
Thank you, Polish Rob. All right. Tim Dunn. Thank you, Tim. And Richard Williams. That's our shout outs. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, everybody, so much for your support. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/WeTalkImpact.
Very nice. Very nice. All right.
The link is in the description of the video.
Yes, it is. Yep, there it is, guys. All right, we got another guest. Want to bring him in just for a couple minutes here, guys. This is the host of Front Row Material, which is the Mikey Whipwreck and Jerry Lynn podcast. They have not been on it, but he's been doing some really creative stuff. It is an amazing show. I just want to bring him in here to plug his show and have you guys immediately go rate it and follow him right now. So let's bring him in here. This is my good friend, Mike Freland. Mike, what's going on, man?
What is going on, buddy? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
we can.
Awesome, perfect. Hey, thank you so much for carving some time out and let me hop on here.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, man. I want you, Mike, and Mike, you and I have become really good friends through this. And you've had me on your show several times, and I've known Jerry for a bit. I got to know Mikey Whipwreck, via your show, and then just also just getting to know you. I want you to plug Front Row Material, give some background on the show, what it's all about, and I want everybody, when he gives you the link right now, please, if you're on Twitch, just go and follow it immediately right now, because they're really going on Twitch heavy lately. But go ahead, Mike, tell people who you are and what's going on.
Absolutely. As Trent gave me that great introduction, my name is Mike Freland. I myself, Mikey Whipwreck, and Jerry Lynn, almost 3 years ago, created a podcast called Front Row Material, which was completely designed to have Mikey and Jerry tell their stories about ECW, but most importantly, tell the stories about who they were outside of the ring, and not necessarily going pay-per-view by pay-per-view and chronicling their career, but hearing the human side of what pro wrestlers are like. Their family life, their daily life, what it was like having 9-to-5 jobs in between taking bookings, a lot of things that a lot of people don't typically get a chance to hear about. So in February of this year, I'm sure a lot of people have seen on social media, if you follow Mikey, he has had numerous concussions, and it has led to a lot of health-related things that have been bothering him. And he basically said, hey, I have to take care of myself, get myself in a better situation, and when I am, I'll definitely come back. And Jerry said, you know what, this might be a good time. His responsibilities have really picked up with AEW, working with Tony Khan, and so I said, no, hey, do your thing, 100%. I'll hold the fort down the best I can. So since then, it's been a situation of we've created, my jacket's getting in the way, a roundtable discussion each and every week where we talk about different wrestling topics. And we also have different guests that like to come on as well. So we have been very blessed and fortunate to be able to keep the show going and keep some really great guests coming on here. We've had Eric Rowan come on. We have had recently, oh gosh, there's so many different people.
You've had
here.
A lot of people, Mike. You get great guests on your show, man. You get some really big names. Yeah.
And it's the funny thing, and you guys probably know all about this. It's so hard getting people booked. It's almost like working in sales. For every 100 you send out, you might get 1 or 2 yeses. And I think that's what keeps you hungry when it comes to being an interviewer, is that you never know when you're going to get that one. And we've had so many people like James Mitchell we've had on. Awesome. We were just about to have Ken Shamrock on this past week. We were so excited. And then Ken got a hold of us and said he was having some technical issues. He was Jerry Linning the situation, if you will. But we love him. It's an inside joke. Jerry Lynn is as great as he is in the ring, does not understand which way to use an iPhone. So it's kind of our running gag. But yeah, we've been lucky.
Mike, you want to know what the running gag is with us here with Jerry Lynn? After we feel he's a turncoat on Impact Wrestling. After being such a fixture of Impact and showing up and cheating, huh, guys? He cheated.
We don't feel we know he's a turncoat.
What
happened? So, Jerry, say it
right.
Nice guy, Jerry, man.
Yeah.
What a deceptive.
Yeah, right in our hearts.
Don Callis was right about him all those years ago when he threw him out.
We refer to him as heel Jerry Lynn now, because at the end of the day, how dare he turn his back on Impact Wrestling, the place
right.
that is second home from ECW. Shame on you, Jerry Lynn. I hope you're watching.
Right.
Tell him, Mike.
Yeah, you tell him, Mike. But Mike, I want you just to quickly tell us. You've shifted things a little bit, but you've shifted into a very interesting way, because now you've become almost like a center point for other podcasters to meet, and then people to introduce to other wrestling podcasts through you. And you've become like this nucleus of just kind of bringing. You're like the Jerry Seinfeld, because everybody was friends through you, but not each other. It's like they're friends because of Mike Freland. So like you're bringing a lot of people together in a sense. So what are you doing now?
It's one of those things where I was always a strong believer in working together, and I always was told, hey, don't talk about these people, or don't talk to these people, when I first got into podcasting. And I wondered why. And I thought, you know what? I'm not getting rich off this, and I'm not making millions. I'm not going to retire. Why not throw some love to other people who are doing the same thing I'm doing? And maybe in return, they'll show some love to us as well, because, it's almost like the forbidden door, Mr. Tony Khan. At the end of the day, if you work together and you support each other, I think that's where you find the greatest success in life. I've always said this: life is the greatest team sport there is, and we can all rely on each other, because I'm sure there's always going to be a day when, oh shoot, my guest didn't work out. Do you know somebody who I can speak with? Or what are some show ideas that you have? Or what are some tips or tricks you can share with me? And Trent, you've done that a million times. And Chad from the Two Man Power Trip has done amazing stuff, and Joe Feeney from Creative Control Network. And there have been so many great people who have been so willing to share their time, their experiences. And for that, it only helps you get better.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you're doing a great job, Mike. And you're a wonderful guy. And I absolutely love even if Mikey and Jerry aren't on, the archives are still up. So go back, listen to some of that fun stuff, and just check out what Mike's doing. There's a lot you can learn. It's not your typical wrestling podcast where it's just a bunch of reviewers and stuff. It's a lot of industry people behind the scenes who've been there for a long time, and he's bringing a lot of people to the forefront. So I really encourage you guys to check it out. Subscribe on Twitch. The link is in the chat, guys. And Mike, David Penzer, your old buddy, was just on the show about 5 minutes ago, and he said he put you over in the chat. I don't know if you saw the comment. He said it was your idea to get him. There it is. Mike's idea to have me do a podcast. Thanks, buddy. Also, ask him about his wedding. So before you leave, you're telling us about your wedding. What happened here?
So at the end of the day, when because I had done podcasting in 2005, 2006, and I did research for Conrad when he started something to wrestle with, and then I finally decided, hey, you know what? I want to do my own thing. And I started working with David Penzer, and I loved working with David. It was so much fun, and I'm so happy for all the success he's having, because he deserves it. He's a great talent, but he's even a better man and father. And I think that's what really makes people special, when you get to know him on the inside. So nothing but love to David. As far as my wedding goes, so my wife and I got married at a vineyard, and it was very beautiful. And my wife ended up asking me, she's like, well, what do you want to do? And I said, you and your bridesmaids get to come out to music.
Uh-oh.
And I said, what am I going? What am I, a curtain jerker? What is this? Like, all of a sudden I'm just a jobber who walks out with a jacket on and just raises his hand, what is this? And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, no. I said, this is not the way a show goes. I said, man, who's booking this? I said, here's what I want to do. She said, well, you're coming out first. I said, oh, I already figured that much. So I played the old WCW Horsemen, where like the horses would whinny in the beginning. And my guys came down. They had their shades on. We did not wear tuxes. We wore khakis, a white button-up shirt, and just the blazer. And they came out just looking like the Horsemen just came off the Learjet. And then when they played Ric Flair's music, that's when I finally came out at the very top, and I walked all the way down, and we did the old put the hands together type of deal. It was great.
Oh my God.
So it kind of had
Beautiful.
a wrestling feel to it.
Mike, now Alicia here, the lovely Alicia on our show, is getting married at some point, but pretty
At some
soon.
point.
And we have started a Patreon to
Yes.
basically the idea behind the Patreon. We know we're not getting rich about, but the idea is to raise funds to pay Father Jim Mitchell to come officiate her wedding. And I know Jim. I know you know him pretty well too. I think between the two
Yes.
of us, we can make this happen and convince him to do this
Hold on
a
a
monetary
second.
price.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Is this something that you would really pop for?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Alicia, let me handle this. Absolutely, she would.
Alicia,
I think it's more
Alicia-
for these guys than anything.
Alicia, you're talking to a group of wrestling people. I very well think that Sinister Minister would be strutting down that aisle with the cane and the whole 9 yards.
Have to.
I think we can pull this off. I think this can happen, and this would be honestly the highlight of any wrestling fan's big day. You know what I mean?
So. You have to.
Agreed.
This has to be it.
Amazing.
So, Mike,
Oh,
I'm putting that
Have to
out
set a
there.
date first.
Yeah, once she has a date, Mike, you and I are going to work together to make this happen. So I'm coming to you.
Oh,
with-
absolutely. In any way, shape, or form, I can help you have a wonderful big day and have it wrestling related in any way, shape, or form. Hey, trust me, we're in, and I'm sure all the guys on the panel are
Oh,
going to
we're
make
in.
sure it's memorable.
Mike,
Oh, chat's ready for it too.
the whole
Chat's
chat's
in.
right too. Mike, do me a favor. Can you plug everything? The audio feed, the Twitch, the video. Plug
Sure.
it all. Plug Beardo. Plug it all. Plug everybody that's going on in your show and where they can find you guys.
So basically, for front row material, we go live each and every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. here on Twitch. So it's twitch.tv / whatever the heck it is, FRM pod. And so we're so excited about that. Once again, 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights. I am joined by my broadcast partner, The Rit, Josh Ritter, who joins me each and every week. We conduct the interviews, and then we do if you remember Tony Reale did Around the Horn on ESPN. We do that version, but it's wrestling. And I have the old points clicker here, and I give people points. Obviously, it's all shtick and it's all for fun, but we
Do you
discuss
use a
that.
bell? Do you use a bell?
I'm trying to get more sound effects worked in.
Don't do it.
I have a
It
bell.
creates internal mayhem.
I use a bell, which got taken away from me. But that's
I was going to say,
digress.
I thought there was a bell on your show.
There was a bell.
Oh, boy.
Not on this show.
There
Other
was
show.
a bell.
The
That's
bell
gone.
is on an adventure right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
Bell's at the beach.
send you a link, Mike, and where my bell ended up. But go
That's
ahead.
where the
Yeah.
sun don't shine.
But go ahead, continue to plug away.
And then Cult of Beardo is every Thursday night, which obviously it just aired tonight. So it's twitch.tv / Cult of Beardo. The Rit hosts that one as well. He has a live panel. We have some very, it's funny you mentioned Seinfeld before because we have a very unique group of guys. We got the Butt. He's usually the angry man who is in the far north of Canada. He's grouchy, but he's fun. We have Garage Liam, who is always in his garage whenever he's on the show. He's usually throwing back some mojitos. We got Mike Cook from the Mike World Order. Check them out on Twitch as well. He's a huge New Japan guy. I mean, just a savant when it comes to that.
Okay.
God, we've got so many different people, but yeah, it's a great show. Follow us on Twitch, and we would love to have anybody join us and jump in the conversation sometime.
Audio too, right? I mean, you got the audio feed
Yes,
too, right, Mike?
yes, you can,
iTunes and everything.
We are available just about anywhere. You can go to mlradio.com and download us as well. We drop each and every Friday. So the Tuesday live show, the audio version of it will drop tomorrow on Friday. So if you didn't get to see the craziness, I also for the panel did the garlic powder challenge because I'm a big Kenny Omega fan. And they said, we will buy you the newest Kenny Omega figure and we'll get you he's got a sweet old-fashioned Terminator T-shirt. They said, "Look, man, we'll get it for you. Just do a tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm not going to bore you with the story, folks. Don't do it. Folks, don't do it. Don't let friends do garlic powder."
Alicia is our resident chef here, and she's saying no to that. She's already X-naying that one. So,
She's a smart, beautiful woman. I tell you what, she knows what's going on.
right. Well, guys, check it out. If you're on Twitch right now watching us, go to FRM Pod right now. Just give them a follow, sub. Do it right away. Catch them when they're live. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It is a great, great show. Mike is one of my absolute dear friends, and anything that we can do to bring our folks to you. And I thank you, Mike, for doing the raid. You guys have raided our show and brought a bunch of your listeners to us. I really, really appreciate that too.
Hey, whatever we can do, and I'm going to continue that trend of making sure we share audiences and help you guys and help everybody, because you know what? We're in this together.
Absolutely. And listen, Mike, one of these days you get me, Jerry, to talk some old TNA on our throwback show. We'll make that happen when he's freed up and stuff. We got to do that. We'll do it on your show, our show, whatever you need to do. We'll whatever needs to be done, we'll do it, and we'll put it where it needs to be listened to. So just help me work awesome. That out someday. Yeah, that'd be cool. But awesome. Mike, thank you very much, man. Thank you again for coming on.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on, guys. Have a great rest of your night.
Hey, Mike. Follow Mike, guys. Mike Freland on Twitter. Give his personal follow too, right there. Give him
Good follow.
Awesome. Very cool. Mike, thanks again, man. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
You got it, guys. I'll see you later.
All right, see you, man. Mike Freland, everybody. Very nice. Look at that. There he is. There's
nice
Bill.
Guy.
Zoomed in. It always works out to making you the big shot here. Very nice. Let's put the treehouse back where it needs to go. Let's see here. Let's
I don't like it up here.
They got it all discombobulated.
It's all there. We go. We're back to where we go. There we are. Oh, okay. I moved me to the middle. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Hey, look at that. It's like the Brady Bunch in here. All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you to both of our guests, David Penzer, Mike Freland, for jumping on. We do have a review to do. We're gonna go through it a little quick because an hour of it was the Ironman match anyway. So we
just did an Ironman match for the beginning of our review.
Basically did. Thank you guys for having it. Hey, give our two guests a follow, David Penzer, Mike Freland. Guys, connect with them. They're really, really great people. I'm serious. Like you will love seeing what Mike does and the archives of Jerry and Mikey on that podcast. Jaybone,
because Trent turned me on to him and said, go into the archives and check it out, man. That first 5 episodes, I was in my bed, just damn near pissing myself from laughing so hard. They are hilarious. So you think we go off the rails? Psst, you ain't seen nothing.
Mikey Whipwreck doing a Paul Stanley impersonation, talking about the toilet paper shortage due to the Corona hoarding.
Because it was from a year ago ish.
Will make you guys piss your pants, I swear. Yeah. But all right, let's open up, guys. BTI into Impact on Access TV tonight was TJP Josh Alexander, the 60-minute Ironman match. I want everybody in the chat sound off on this one. Let's hear what you guys think about this. It's been said match of the year. These guys they're literally taking it on tour, as David told us. The press release is out in the morning.
Amazing.
Going on tour. This is going to be the big attraction of the year. What do we think? Let's in the chat. What do you guys think about this too? But let me start with Jay and Bill. You guys had the watch along going with Truck also. How did people react to this as it was going on? Either one of you guys started off.
It was great. They loved it. It was well paced. And you even jumped in the chat for a while, Trent, while you were watching it. We appreciated that. The fact that these guys, with the exception of going outside of the ring a couple times, this match did not slow down. There was not a lot of high flying stuff. A lot of it was what do they call it? Catch can. Yeah, catch can. Very ground based grappling. Oh my god, just
it was mat wrestling, Jaybone. Mat wrestling.
It was beautiful. Some of my favorite stuff. Good stuff.
Nice.
No, and it was and I know we covered a lot of it with David. But it was you could feel it. Like I know he said it, and it's tough. That type of stuff doesn't transition as well, to TV when you're there live. But you could tell by some of them for sure, like Eddie Edwards, Chris Bay, the reaction, you could tell how much they were popping for this match. Which is if you were there live, I always bring up the Rich Swann and Windsor in that gauntlet, and it felt like it probably had that feel live as well, where it's just look at what these guys are doing. This is amazing. It was history. It was the first 60-minute Ironman match in the company's history. And these guys definitely brought it. There's no doubt. And you look at it, if you go match of the year candidates from both of these guys, they're all on the list. TJP, Josh Alexander, these last couple of years, I'll tell you, like it's stuff like Josh is really hitting a high level right now. Honestly, I know people were hesitant, but the breakup of the North, probably the best thing for Josh's career.
100%.
Totally.
So it went. Did it go? It went to one. Did it go 1-1? It went 1-1.
Yeah, in the last 4 seconds, it was 1-0, and then Josh was going for a second submission. He wanted to add. He wanted to pad that lead at the end. Yeah. But then I was like, TJP, maybe the best reversal artist in wrestling today.
Oh,
he can reverse anything. And I'll tell you, I feel like I've said this many times. TJP does not get the credit he deserves. He might be one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Like when people do lists, he probably should be a top 10 to 20 wrestler in the world.
Yeah,
he's that good.
He's been doing it since he was 14, I believe.
It's crazy.
So and
it's crazy that he is early TNA. When I say early TNA, he's like year 2?
He's not year 2 because he's not at the Asylum. He doesn't make the Asylum, I don't believe.
Well, I checked when they were doing that press pass.
Yeah.
I did do the Wikipedia, and that said he did 2004 TNA Explosion tapings.
So he probably did some Explosion stuff in the Asylum, and that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
guy.
That's practically year 1. I mean, that goes back to the classic stuff that we're covering right now.
No.
So that's just man.
So they went to a 2-minute, or they went to a sudden death, first pin to win. And then Josh took it with it was like a backbreaker, and then his double underhook pile driver combo, and he wins. The promo afterwards was, I thought, pretty cool because it's him. They're all bleeding, and this is basically he declares, until we get the world title back, I'm the fucking man around here.
Yeah,
I like that a lot when he's like, our belt isn't here, so I'm the fucking top dog. And anybody wants to come.
Words.
It was like, you gotta go through me. So I think this was Did you catch that, Alicia and Marq? Did you guys that promo?
Yeah,
I did. This is right when I tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did catch a little bit of it, but I didn't catch. I missed the whole first hour and 15 minutes. So not a lot.
Well, they're elevating the X Division title now to, I think, where a lot of people said like it's not a secondary, third tier, like whatever you want to say title. They're putting it out there. This is high level. I think the obvious comparison is the ECW TV Rob Van Dam title reign, where it was maybe more important than the world title.
Oh yeah,
at that time.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what Josh is saying. It's like Kenny can go do his thing. He's got too many obligations for. I'm the man. I'm the man at Impact Wrestling right now, and good for Josh, man. He's on fire right now.
Yeah,
and it was great to see TJP. Who we know we're doing the tour, but he went right up to him and said,
"Good for you." Fitting, very fitting for that one. But that was great. That was awesome. I really, really think they did a hell of a job, and it's a classic. I mean, I think it'll definitely, if you're halfway through the year, it's going to be hard to top that for the rest of the year. Honestly, it's going to be a tough one to top for match of the year because it'll
be interesting to see if the mainstream wrestling media. What they go off on, because it'll be interesting if they give the credit that's due, because the only thing this reminds me of is Deanna and Jordan, and they had a fantastic the Iron Woman match, and it did not get the credit it deserved. So I'll be interested to see if other people with slanted views, shall we say, also give this match its due deserve. And it's great to see that Penzer's going around bringing this match around the country, which is fantastic.
So my only thing with this one, though, if I can let me put my thought on this. I felt it went real fast for the first half hour. Like I'm talking, like I didn't get to absorb a lot of the first half of this because they were so fast. And I like the build to that because it was like they went real fast. They slowed down for that third block, and then the last 15 was out of control. Like it was awesome.
No.
But that's an Ironman match. You can't go full speed the whole hour.
No, you can't. I'm more like I like when they each quarter hour builds to that final thing. But and just personal preference. Like I the one I always think about and it wasn't 60, but it was Steamboat and Rick Rude in 92, because that was a 30-minute, but it had that blocked out pacing to
and that's probably why Impact and TNA always did 30.
Right.
You can truncate it down and make it more like that. When you go 60, that's a task. That's a task. And if you go sudden death, it's a bigger task. So you're asking a lot from these guys, and I think that's why Eddie Edwards, Chris Bay, they know, Johnny Swinger, they know what it took to do this match, to have this come off.
No doubt about it.
And that's a hell of a thing these guys put together.
They threw a ton at you though in that first. That's why I was like, it was so much. I'm like, holy shit, I can't even like keep up with how much they're giving me in the first half. But that last 15 minutes was so key. It was like that last 15 minutes is on its own a standalone to me is like a feature out. Like that's something. It's art to me, man. Like that is pure athletic art. So I highly recommend it, guys. Again, if you have your local promotion, they'll do this match locally. You need to tag your local indies and David Penzer.
Yeah, and this got announced. Obviously, we had the big fans in attendance news, but this was also announced on their social media after the show went off the air. They made it official against all odds. It is a number one contenders X Division match. Rohit, Chris Bay, Ace Austin, Trey Miguel, and Petey Williams.
Yes, and that's what happened. All those guys came up to Scott. They all wanted a shot.
I really thought it was going to be a King of the Mountain stipulation, the way they kept saying it. And it still might be. They have the cage.
They do have the cage. So we'll see what happens there. That's what happened backstage. Now, the next one was a tables match. And I'm not being biased here, but guys, I really think this was the match of the night. To be, in my opinion, I'm going to put this as match of the night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know.
Top 3 match in David Penzer's career.
I got heat on Twitter about this already.
You're hot taking this one. Oh
I am. But I tell you what, the reason I'm going to say this, and hear me out, and Alicia and Marq, you guys can jump in on this because I want your opinions on this because you guys like story too. The storyline build in this, the emotion of that, even that final look that they gave each other, to me, was like the king of what I love about wrestling. Like that crowns wrestling to me. The way these guys told that story of like former friends to enemies now, dude, that got me right away. That hooked me more in terms of like an emotional investment. So tell me I'm nuts. I don't know, Alicia.
I was saying in the chat earlier when the match was going on that I was actually mad that they waited so long to actually give us this between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that they have such a history with each other, man, they really told the story in the ring.
I'm telling you, the story was there. Mark, you're a story guy. Let me get your opinion on this.
Yeah, I love this match too. I see a big star in Jake. I mean, I know Rohit's like definitely like number one friend of the show as far as the in-ring guys go, but Jake has a real presence that you don't see a lot for a big guy that moves so well, and he's really got it. Those two black hole slams, like everything he does has such impact. Like every move he does is so impactful. He doesn't have a light move. He doesn't use transition moves that aren't really powerful.
That's a good take. It's a really good take.
I like his in-ring a lot. I honestly liked Rohit's in-ring more than Jake's at first, but as I've seen them work together, I think I actually enjoyed Jake's in-ring more, which makes sense because Rohit is the better character of the two, and that's each of their strengths. It's like they work really well off of each other. I see why they've been able to do this for 15 years together. It seems very, very natural.
I love that video package they got, though. Huh? Bill or Jay, you guys catch that video package is awesome.
They're like little tiny kids in the first picture.
I know. Beardless and skinny Jake something, huh? And like 2006, whatever.
Yeah, they don't even look. You would never know it was those two guys if it wasn't in that video package.
But to me, again, I mean, I know, Bill. I go with the controversial take here, Bill, but I got to say
it's controversial, and that's not throwing any shade at all. This was this was the show of the year for Impact Wrestling.
Wrestling wise, absolutely.
Wrestling wise, show of the year. So this was
loaded.
This was still a top match. It's just the other one's going to go down in history as one of the best matches in company history. So I think if we could put 3 on the bottom, maybe you were doing a little this.
This is the good stuff.
I was doing a lot.
You are over.
I was doing a lot of that during
taking it too
BTI.
far. You have taken it too far. my friend.
That was my memory of the Ironman match. That was it for me.
You know, Bill, you're sitting there and you're just
They laughed, and they laughed, and they laughed, and they laughed.
I look like a young boy to you.
Amazing.
Thanks to KL for getting
you,
some
Kyle.
new bites in there. He's
Kyle,
still with us, folks. He's still with us. He's working hard when he can.
there was a little small backstage one we just didn't forget to mention. It was the Good Brothers and Don backstage just snickering at that all the havoc they've caused. They catch the camera looking at them. They go, "Get the fuck out of here!" And they chase them out.
It's a big Don, which is this. We get the signs, which is going to be a theme throughout the night of these little Don hints. He is the invisible hand.
He is. He absolutely is. We get another backstage thing with Morrissey. We just put on W. Morrissey. He finds D'Amore and he wants a match with Swan tonight. D'Amore says, "Swan, he came up to me. He wants the same thing." And he's like, "I'm giving you guys your match next." He's like, "I like that. Yeah, I like that kid's." I don't know what he thinks is a Moxie.
Oh,
and he
kids always has to have Moxie.
And he says, "You can't teach that."
That was a great line. I'll tell you, Scott knows what the digs, man.
Dude, this is the beginning of a great night for D'Amore.
You can't teach that.
There it is. There just got D'Amore impersonation. He was on the show a lot, Bill. You better keep that microphone handy for the impersonations.
He was great tonight. D'Amore and Callis, the executives had a good night. It was a great show, period. But the executives.
This was a very good show, though. Really, it was.
Executives.
That's right.
Yes.
Don is in the
our on-screen executives.
Yes.
Rosemary is ready to take the Knockouts Championship back to the darkness. This is where Havoc comes in. Alicia demands her title shot, and Rosemary's like, "Why don't we?" Well, she said something to her about like we've been on the same side for a while. Like, when are we going to be together? I totally
verbatim. I can't remember what she said. I didn't write it down. I just love that. I love how these two interact with each other, and I love any indication that the Undead Realm might be at play. So this is good. All overall is 2 thumbs up, 2 snaps, and a Cheerio.
Cheerio, bring Havoc.
I loved Havoc dropping the want take have too and walking off. That was nice.
Yeah.
But is there any better tandem with Rosemary than
extra virgin olive oil?
Ooh, man, that was short but brilliant like the sun.
The way she looks as looking at the apple in that clip was the best. But
I am happy as hell that they're keeping Havoc in the main event scene. She is too on top of her game right now, not like to be moved on from already. Like, thoughts on a triple threat or not, I'm indifferent. I like all 3 of these wrestlers a lot. I'm very, very happy that the Havoc isn't getting pushed aside, which I was afraid was going to happen after she lost to Deanna at Under Siege. Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it almost feels, and I know it was once again very controversial.
It's gonna happen.
But Nevaeh is no longer in a tag, just like Josh. Singles, he's killing it. I think Havoc. She fits in better as a singles performer in the current state of the Knockouts division.
Dude, yeah, she's a former champ too. Let's not forget that part. They don't mention it a lot, but and it's been a long time since she's had it. So I think I think keeping her in the mix for the belt, I think is a great thing. But I know I just want the Undead Realm back though too. Like I love the Undead Realm. I want to see that again. Go ahead, Mark.
So normally I wouldn't like this, making it a three-way, but to go off of what you guys are talking about, it's an easy way to bring back the Undead Realm and move the belt off Deanna without her having to take a pin or a clean loss, so that you can move on to that next storyline with the belt, because I think there's starting to be a lot of chatter. Not me personally. I'm up for 900-day reign, but I'm starting to hear chatter about moving that belt. So I know that certain parts of the Impact Nation are maybe a little bit itchy for that. So I can understand that. They're wrong, but if they do it, this would be a good way to do it.
Yeah, just as we see later, they tease a change to the main event at Against All Odds. And if that's where to happen, you can't do it twice.
You can't teach that.
Versa-tosa, bitches.
You only could do that in 2003 TNA.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Dude, can you imagine Vince Russo managing Cass and Enzo? Talk about a powerhouse.
Oh,
Holy
I worry
shit.
a lot would be that response from Alicia.
Russo would be dancing all over the place with those guys. It'd be freaking hilarious.
Holy shit, man. We get Swan and Morrissey. And you know what? I got to play this because I see it here. I got to see what this is.
I'm going to be nice to your face, and then I'll go bury you behind your back.
It's Morrissey.
Morrissey made shoot based on that.
It's Morrissey. Holy shit.
It's the Mauser.
I love it. It's fucking Morrissey.
I can see Kyle's still around.
I guess he shows up when not W Morrissey, but the Morrissey shows up. He actually just show up to a show. So once in a while, he does show up to concerts and shows.
You mean Willie Morrissey?
Yeah, Willie. No, not Willie. I'm talking about this
the
Morrissey.
Okay,
the Morrissey,
okay.
who actually is notorious for no showing concerts.
It's
Shows up
true
to
story.
TNI.
I have missed Morrissey shows for him no showing before twice. Kansas and Texas.
Shit, man. At that point, you give up. Anybody else?
I've seen
He
it
just
before already.
no-showed? He just so you were there in the venue, and
He never.
just
He
never-
did. He no shows.
He's no-showed. He's no-showed me once in the venue in Kansas, and then he's postponed, canceled.
All right, because I'm more familiar with like Axel with guns, and like it's
I
like
was just gonna say
about
that
4 to
Guns N'
5
Roses.
hours later, you got a hell of a show.
Yeah, right, Jaybone. That's Axel notorious for that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Morrissey in Chicago one time. He was there, but he had some incident with like catering.
Yep.
And he refused to go on.
Brown M&Ms.
No, it was a
No
case of
meat. They serve meat,
meat
in the same kitchen that the food is catering.
That was
came
it.
From.
He's a
Yep.
strict vegan.
That's exactly what it was.
Yes.
Morrissey's just a
Wait,
gigantic.
Bring me fresh meat. He should be in jail.
Yes.
He literally did not take the stage for the show because they served meat out of the same kitchen. That's Morrissey, not Willie Morrissey, but
Not Willie Morrissey. Yeah, no, just
the real Morrissey.
Whoa.
I think Rich say
That son of a bitch.
But this match between
I'm going to
Willie
double
Morrissey-
shot you every time tonight, though.
the Willie Morrissey and Rich Swann.
Wait a minute. If you're on audio, I meant sound bites.
Was this a no contest? This officially was a no contest.
there was no ref.
There was no
match.
match. Yeah.
So there wasn't even a match.
Scott
Okay.
Demore gave us a match that never happened.
Okay.
Rich Swann is likely still recovering from what Tommy Dreamer had mentioned on his show after his match with Kenny Omega at Under Siege, right? That Rich was, or not Under Siege, I'm sorry, the Sacrifice, right? Is that maybe why this match didn't happen and Rich has just been
Rebellion.
doing run-ins? Or Rebellion, sorry.
I think it's because of that. I think they're buying Rich some time to heal up.
Absolutely. This is how you build a monster, though. Man, that entrance during Rich's music, the beat down on a guy that was just the top of the card. This is how you sell a monster.
And Willie got involved.
Yeah.
And did you see the look on Morrissey's face as he was backtracking up the ramp?
No, what do you do?
No.
This is not the typical heels. Like, okay, just the complete opposite end of the spectrum. What does Susan do when she doesn't get her way? She's hemming and hawing, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to this guy and talk to that guy and all that stuff." Yeah, manager. I'm gonna talk to management about that. I'm gonna call my alderman, the governor. She's, you know what she does.
Yeah.
Morrissey had this smirk on his face, like, I already got my next plan set. He had that look on his face.
Didn't Willie like throw a chair at his head and he didn't even look phased from it?
Yeah.
Nothing phases. Well, a truck went controversial during this match because he said Morrissey might look better, like in better shape than Moose.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you, he looks like $1 million right now.
He does.
Absolute.
Like I said, as soon as he kind of appeared on Impact TV, up north has to be like, what the hell? This guy looks like Edge, but he's bigger and he's more built. And now he's cutting great promos. Like, how is this guy not on the payroll?
Now, did he not cut great promos up there? Or
Well,
was it
the
all
other
Enzo?
guy was taking most of the promos.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think he
told
just
his
said
2
what
cents here
talk
and there.
a lot, right? Back then.
He kind of had the Billy Gunn line,
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I've seen too.
Okay. So he had that Billy Gunn, like the wrap up line in a sense.
Right. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, listen, he's doing good shit.
I think Bill called him right away too that he's going to skip a lot of this card. Bill's pretty dead on.
Yeah, right now, they have but I thought that they had that with Moose 2 years ago. So what do I know? But Moose is even better now. But this is a guy that I don't know if he'll be here in 2 years. So I don't think he can wait that long. So it feels by the end, like it's probably bound for glory at this point. Like he's stopping.
Wow,
like,
you think that fast?
I think it's going to be fast.
Wow.
That's and look, his goal all along is to get back to the WWE. A lot of fans know that, and I can respect that. If that's what the man wants to do, and if that's his end game,
he'll be world champion up there by next year.
Wait, is that a fact? Like, is this just stopping ground for him? Has he made that clear?
I think
no, he hasn't said that. There's no interview, but you know that he didn't leave on his terms like all those other guys. EC3,
right?
That's not the way he wanted to go out.
He hasn't said that recently, but that was pretty well known when he was on the Indies. Like he wanted to get back there eventually, and then just all hell broke loose in his life and things got derailed. But he has absolutely, gotten back on the right track, and this is the redemption story of Big Cass. Yeah, W. Morrissey.
W. Morrissey.
Call it.
Come on,
W. Morrissey.
Is that his real name? Is it
William Morrissey?
Is it Willie Morrissey? It is Willie Morrissey.
No, it's not Willie. It's William. William. It's not Willie.
It's Willie.
It's Willie. Yeah, it's Willie Morrissey.
It's not Little Willie.
No, he's Big Willie. W.
Willie.
Mac is Little Willie.
So yeah, there you go. But yeah, look, I can respect that if he has to prove himself in this company to get back. If that's his end goal, great. If it doesn't happen and we get him on longer, great. I'm just enjoying what we have right now.
Yeah, who knows if NBC Universal will be hiring people then?
Right.
Yeah. Whoa, I'm gonna give that the gun. I'm gonna give that the gun tonight. I'll give it the little gun. It's not quite a. I mean, we all kind of know that's happening. We all kind of know where they're eventually going to sell the business. Where the hell is there so many new sound bites in here? Where is the gun?
He might have had to take a couple.
Here it is.
No way he takes the gun out. We got to leave all three guns in.
Well, he gets that one. He gets that one gun, one shot. But we'll see where it goes with this guy. I think he's a big powerhouse, man. So I hope they don't do too much with him, and then he's like, I'm going back up north. I'm out of here. But all right, this next segment, I swear to God, you guys have to be on with me about Rachel turning heel now, because it's Tennille and Caleb finding Rachel about having her be the new tag team partner. She's like, I don't know.
It's Jordan, dude.
No, and then Jordan at all.
Jordan comes in and saves the day. Dude, it's Rachel. I'm telling you.
It's just Tennille.
Maybe are you
like
looking
the
through a
little
mirror?
Don Callis?
Are you watching Impact through a mirror or something? Because it's clearly Jordan.
It's Rachel. Because you want to think it's easy that it's just too easy that it's Jordan. It's fucking Rachel, man.
Let's ask the resident knockout.
Our resident knockout. Give me back me up.
I'm starting to wonder if it's Tennille.
That's who it is. It's all about Tennille, honestly. It's all about her.
She's partner jumping or trying to partner jump. She's trying to link up with somebody, and if that means she's got to start taking out other people's partners and like screwing things up, it seems like something sneaky Tennille would do.
Yeah, it's true, but I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm putting money on. I'll put money on this. I'll put a Patreon sub.
I will gladly take your money.
You'll take my money. All right. It's me and you for the money, man. We're going with
the wad. Hernandai, bring the wad.
Hernan Daddy and the wad against your TurboGrafx 16. By the way, the wad's it's a wise guy wad. It's a 20 with a bunch of ones. It's a bunch of ones with a 20 wrapped around it.
There you go. I tell you what, don't ask me about this, because I was just absolutely enamored with Caleb with a K's shirt. It was, I don't know what he was wearing. It was like something straight out of 30 years ago. I absolutely was kind of like, wow, what is this? What is going on? I didn't hear a word anybody said. I was just shocked. And
which one's Jay?
You got hair on your booty cheeks.
I like Jay's reaction. Oh.
It's classic.
Mark, I'm gonna let you set up this next one. Brian Myers, because you like this one a lot.
Oh
Myers,
man, this was
Myers
so cool.
segment.
The Myers how to beat Brian Myers with Sam Beal in the back. And Myers is looking him up and down, basically sizing him up, saying, you got a good look, good body, tattoos, and can't fix that. He's like, you could 2 pairs of sunglasses. You definitely got to look. He's like, I'm going to take you to the Brian Myers school of like how to be a professional wrestler, because I'm a professional wrestler. I'm the most professional wrestler. And so he basically he dresses Sam Beal up and down, gives him a Myers branded shirt, has him put that on. It's cut off so it doesn't cover too much of his muscles. And then he asks to see his entrance. And then we get it. We get the Sam Beal entrance. He comes out of the curtain.
The dreaded Sam Beal entrance.
And he sniffs some.
And he does it. Wait. Yeah. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
Hell is that? Did you just sniff your fingers? Why the hell did you just? And Bill goes, "What? I was sniffing my perm powder." My perm powder. And Myers is like, "Never, ever, ever do that again."
I love it.
We popped for that. We were like, "Yeah, you tell him."
This segment, Brian Myers is a fucking star. I love Brian Myers. He's funny. He's a great wrestler. He's got presence. He's super polished, dude. Bill, you were just saying how up north, they should be kicking themselves over Brian fucking Myers too, because this guy's really good. I like him a ton.
They went down a road with him based on how they booked him, where he couldn't have done it. He was in a hole he couldn't get out of up there.
Mm-hmm. The losing streak things.
He could leave and come back again.
Yeah.
And like that, then like it's all forgotten because who was that guy? It's been 2 years. We don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Sting, he was out of the business for 15 years. Like that. Yeah. That's the things that happen. So, but he's extremely talented. Hey, former tag team champion. Don't forget.
He is former tag team champion here at Impact. But I tell you what, man,
for 1 week.
For 1 week.
But I want this recurring every week. Yeah. And like I said, I have a sneaking feeling this may have been for his guy, this whole storyline, but Sam Beal just replaced him.
What do you mean?
Who was this guy?
The 3 initial guy.
Oh,
VSK.
You think
it was like a young boy thing? Remember they had a Tron for him and everything, but Sam Beal's been the guy getting all the TV. So it's like,
I look like a young boy, you?
Could be.
Unless this becomes a thing, and VSK becomes student number 2, and he gets a young boy stable.
Oh man,
that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
There you go.
I think we all agree we need more regular Myers. Myers should be a fixture in whatever way you need to get him on.
I like the idea of him having a bunch of young boys around. He's just making them do like he's training. And he's like,
it could be like the Decade. If you remember the Decade, there, Trent.
No, who was that?
But that was Jimmy Jacobs, where Adam Page was the carried the bucket, the spit bucket.
That's right. Holy shit! Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay, I can see this is good. Let's see where this develops. I'm down for it.
Well, and that builds up Brian Myers at the same time. And that's a push for him. If they're putting people under him, that just makes him just raises his bar. But yeah, this is absolutely the start of something, because they were saying that this was the school of Myers, or whatever they call this. This was presentation. So this is going to be like a weekly thing for a while, building up, changing, evolving, if you will, Sam Beal's character.
Jaybone. It's like your professional podcaster school. It's his professional wrestling school to be professional.
The professional podcasting opinion.
I'd actually like to inquire of the closest thing we have to a professional wrestling opinion from the business side, which is Trent. In this segment, Beal gets a lot of time, right? Like we've been talking about. Beal's been getting a lot of time in ring. He's been getting a lot of time on camera. He's been getting to work with a variety of big names from the very, very top of the card with Callihan, like through everybody. Do you see what they see already? Because I feel like he does have good presence. If you were producing him.
I produced him one time when his first time in AEW. I got to produce him one time because he came with Trey. And Trey came with 4 rookies. and I think Jason Page is one of them. I think just got signed to AEW, but Beal immediately stuck out to me. I immediately remember popping for his promo and going, "Man, you got something, and I can't wait to work with you more." That was my reaction. This is before all this.
Okay,
and I was like, "You got something, man." So I saw it too. Whatever it is, I saw it too. He's got a confidence as a 23, 24-year-old guy, like a very, like, I mean, he's nowhere near Ace Austin yet, but he's got that confidence in himself that, like, no matter what you give me, I'll do. And I can see that because they've thrown him into a lot of weird situations, and he's pretty much performed to the best of his ability to it.
Yeah.
So I like his confidence, and I think they see that too. This kid's willing to do whatever we ask him to do. So I like that about him, and I think, like, think about he was fed to the wolves, right? At least, like, they put him against Morrissey, Willie Mack, Moose.
Yeah.
Like, he got chewed up by everybody. He's been slapped around backstage, but it's like, and this dude, like, he's still, like, he's coming back, right? So
yeah, still around.
I think they like him, and obviously having Trey as your trainer endorse him helps, But
yeah, they clearly like him, and he does seem, from a fan's perspective, to have, like, the kind of it factor that you're looking for in a wrestler.
No, he looks different too. Let me put that out there. Like, you might not like his look, but he looks different than all the other indie guys out there, in a sense. Like, I mean, not all of them, but he's not a generic looking dude.
Right.
He's
right.
got
And that's important.
That's it. This guy, he's got a permy mullet, Jaybone. Which, you know what, Bill? Can you for reference point, can you show him what a permy mullet looks like, just so people know what one looks like?
Mullet. Well, I gotta double bite it. Here's a permy mullet.
Jiminy Christmas.
First one out.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Gardner, I swear to God, that little shot you took, pal. But the mullet, but the permy mullet. Jaybone, you had a permy mullet. Can you tell us what it was like having a permy mullet?
Wait.
Fortunately, Christmas.
Fortunately, we have a first-hand perspective on panel.
You need some soul glow in that mullet.
30 years ago, man, I was the hottest thing in that. No, not really.
He goes, "Ladies, I've arrived in Brookfield, Wisconsin."
Actually, Swag fan, pretty like Beal's hair is perfect. Rick Rude like. Rick Rude had he had the perm mullet.
Oh, mullet. A la Ultimate Warrior feud. Yes,
that was very good back then.
Good stuff.
Jaybone, are you jealous that Stan Beal's rocking the hair you once had and you won't ever have again? you
don't know that.
Is that why you don't like Sam Beal? I want to know what Jaybone thinks about this. I mean, he rocks the ball pretty well, but has to hurt a little bit. You see this punk in front of you, you're like, "You son of a bitch."
I want a hair versus. No, I'm kidding. Hair versus bandana.
My quarantine hair is out of control. You want Mark? I can cut it off and send it to you. I could just.
Yeah, Mark's said
that.
Is that tied up? Look at that.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you just take some Gorilla Glue and slap that right on there.
There we go.
We actually have a soundbite referencing something like that. Bill, would you mind just telling him what Willie Mack wants Jaybone to do with any kind of foreign hair to his head? Yeah. Just so we remind everybody here. Jaybone, come on.
You got hair on your booty cheeks?
In my ass.
I love the straight face he gives at the end of it, too. He's just looking at us like he's waiting for you to answer. Do you have hair on your booty cheeks or not?
My favorite, dude, that was hilarious. But the best part was when we were talking about him an hour later, and he was still in the chat. He was like, "Hey guys, I'm still here." And we were like, "What the fuck? Willie Mack's still in our chat."
We're like, "Man, Willie was awesome." He asked Jaybone if he had hair on his booty cheeks. He's like, "Hell yeah, I'm still here. You got hair or not?"
He was a great guest. I'd love to have him back on.
Willie was a good one.
Yeah.
All right, we go to Dion.
Before we get too far, because I did not say what we had security during that Morrissey Swan segment.
Son of a bitch! Yeah.
So the Winker returned. We saw the Winker, but more important than the Winker. So I'm gonna look. He's unimportant. Forget the Winker tonight. But there was a new security guy there that Daniel Spencer should be very familiar with because he's an OVW guy that I recognize.
Oh,
it was that Luscious Lawrence from OVW was one of the
Really?
security guys. If you notice the guy that had the ponytail.
Yeah.
Okay. Luscious Lawrence. Okay, he's an OVW guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's an interesting guy. He's got an interesting gimmick. So who knows? Maybe if there was explosion, I'd say we could see him, but I don't know.
All right. Yeah, the Winker was back.
Could be a new. Yeah, the Blinker was definitely back at these.
Yeah,
these
he was.
tapings.
I was looking
We've
for
seen
him
last week,
specifically.
though.
Yeah, I had
What
an eye
hap-
out for him for Bill. Like,
What happened? What happened, Ingrid? I thought the Winker was getting fired. What
I
happened
think
here?
Ingrid fell asleep, man.
Probably. She's packing micro brawlers, man. She's busy.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, she was really pushing those Josh Alexanders during that Ironman match.
Yeah.
So we got
She probably passed out in a pile of packages.
we get Deanna backstage. Impact Management said that Rosemary and Havoc are going to square off next week.
Good
And if Havoc wins, she's going to be added to the triple threat at against all odds. Perazo says, regardless of what happens, it's the age of the virtuosa. It's a conspiracy against me. They're trying to just work everything against me here. But Daniel Spencer is confirming that it was Luscious Lawrence. Good eye, Bill. Good eye. All right. Fire and Flava taking on Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering. I feel like we've seen this a lot lately.
Whatever. This was my match of the night.
This was a great match.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Fucking banger. Go, Alicia.
Take it.
Alicia,
No,
take it.
you, dude. You.
One of you take it.
Dude,
Mark.
first things first. The Fire and Flava entrance is the best fucking entrance in wrestling right now. There is not a more
I love that thing that Tasha does, that like
Dude,
little like shuffle
It's
thing.
the top, the bump, bam, 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 and then she goes
Yeah.
down in the corner. That shit is hype as fuck.
I
And,
like that.
Kiera's reverse belt twerk last week. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Fire and Flava, they bring that shit. The moment they come out on stage, you're like, this is gonna be a hype, high energy, badass match, and that's what you get. Like, we got to see Jordan and Tasha again start off. We saw Tasha get a long time in the ring here at the beginning. But man, I don't feel sick of this. To me, this doesn't feel like it's old. All four of these women can flat out go. Rachel Ellering, big time winning me over. I don't like her hop around the ring. Not a big fan of that. But other than that, she's really winning me over. I don't know. This is where we got the trading card plug too, which was weird.
Is this where it was? Okay.
Yeah. So I had to stop and pay attention to the trading card stuff. And then when they got me on the autographs, and I thought, shit, we can all start trading for the autographs we want in the fucking Discord and shit. And this could be.
We have footage of Jaybone here.
Hey, look at you, Jaybone.
Yeah, looking good.
What was this? Look at that hair on Jaybone.
Oh, see, that would be freshman year high school.
Holy shit, looking
Wow.
great. Look great, Jaybone. Holy shit. My God. I can see
It's very humid in Wisconsin. See,
Yeah.
the humidity is horrible.
Alicia, what kind of hair product could Jay have used back then?
Aquanet, maybe. You're asking the wrong girl,
Awesome.
dude.
Dude, Alicia was chilling in the treehouse.
The cans of Aquanet were like industrial size back
They
in the
still
80s.
make them that way.
Wait, they still make Aquanet?
Dude,
Yeah.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Is there
It's
any
a
other?
number one seller. Some products.
I
never
assume
go
you had
away.
steak in it, Trent.
I don't. But I'm learning from Alicia right now. They still make it. I didn't even know.
Jaybone
that.
sold all his stock.
It's
What?
the best.
No, Bill, I have a nice pink Revlon flat iron. That's a good friend of mine. And I guess I get the Alicia. What's that brand? Chi. It's like they make a really high end conditioner and shampoo.
Yeah.
Bill. Yeah, you know.
Fancy.
I get the good stuff.
I'm Cocoa Magic right now, and
There.
that's pretty awesome.
Look at that, huh?
I thought I saw
Aquanet, Trent. That's the
I-
spray of the people.
That-
Ruin the ozone layer. Use
That's
Aquanet.
why Brett Michaels is bald underneath that headband, my friend. That's why.
Yeah. So the review.
Yeah, I wonder.
Right.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. This match fucking ruled. You guys are all talking about hair, man.
You gotta let Alicia talk about her
trying to get
her
back
thoughts
to
about
the
it.
review.
Oh, Alicia. I'm not done either. I'll go back.
Swords back and
All right.
look around, buddy.
Share
Oh, yeah.
the treehouse, Mark.
Oh yeah,
Share
do
the
that shit,
treehouse.
Alicia. Do that shit. I was trying to get it back
Whose
to.
uncle is this? If the 80s don't come back and get their uncle for real.
Damn right.
All right, let me hear Alicia's thoughts on this because, like,
No, that's
No, go.
Go ahead, Mark. Just somebody.
Okay, I'll go.
My only final thing was a dig at it. I just wanted to take a dig at TNI ref Daniel Spencer for that slow ass count. That's all. That's it. That's it.
Slow count.
It was. Dude, his counts on Fire and Flavor, referee Daniel Spencer. Your counts on Fire and Flavor are slow.
No. It's Daniel Spencer. This isn't Rudy Charles. This is Daniel Spencer.
Rewatch this match. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what. Yeah, he knows what he did.
I mean, they won.
Yeah, Fire and Flavor won.
No thanks to referee Daniel Spencer.
Whoa. He's got to be down the middle here.
Usually he is. He always is.
He's not happy with you right now.
Except when it comes to Fire and Flavor. Watch, there's a very clear bias.
Well, Brandon Cole, he has an agenda with Fire and Flavor.
Yeah, he has an agenda. See, the thing is, I think he's infiltrated all the zebras because if you start watching this reffing that Fire and Flavor are getting from this crew, Daniel Spencer specifically, you'll start to see some of this.
Daniel Spencer. I don't know how you feel about Mark taking shots here. You know, shots are fun.
He says, shakes my head.
Daniel Spencer, what do we need to do to see if Alicia could be the official referee of the knockouts? We need. Yeah, why not?
I'm not even trained for that shit.
It's all right.
I got a job, bro. I'm a nanny. I'm the only employee full time.
Oh, there's your answer.
He wants me to count fast for Fire and Flavor, slow for Rachel. Whoa, look at you,
he's not
Mark.
wrong. He's not wrong.
And Mark, you're just as bad as like Andrew Thomas to make an old TNA reference there. Huh? Look at this. Take it easy.
Or Posey under the bus.
I was gonna say Posey from 2003.
Oh, Mike Posey, who I don't know how was on TV today, but in 2003 could just kick rock.
Trent. Posey was on the Impact crew like a year ago.
You know what, man?
A year and a half ago, pre-pandemic.
The shit we're watching on Throwback, I don't even know how that kid made it as far as he did now. I would have had him out on his ass.
And Rudy's up in the Ivory Tower.
Rudy's up there. Shining shoes, I don't know what's going on up there in the Ivory Tower. I don't know what happened here.
Neither do the free agents.
Take it, Jaybone. Machine gun of the night. That's it. He went for it. He went for the full kill today. All right, Jaybone, you got it today. Take that Daniel Spencer comment down. Jaybone gets the machine gun night for taking shots at people who just had their futures ripped out from underneath them. But go ahead, Jaybone. You feel better about yourself? That's fine. That's fine, Jaybone. Take it. The positive side here, Jaybone, is some of those people may end up on your television right here Thursday nights.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, most of them will wind up hopefully on television somewhere.
Yeah.
Just don't tell them what I said 20 seconds ago.
Yeah. While Jaybone recovers from his awkward moment here, we're going to move on. Just Fire and Flavor do win, no matter what you say about Daniel Spencer there, Mark. And I don't know who Mark is texting, but hopefully it's Daniel Spencer.
Daniel Spencer in our chat, yes.
With an apology.
Apology, nothing. Apology, nothing. I'll take it up with you personally at Slammiversary in Nashville.
Oh shit.
1,000 pardons.
Real quick, I forgot to mention this earlier, but guys, if you're watching on YouTube and stuff, please go give the video a like on YouTube right now and a follow and a sub, Twitch, YouTube, everything. Give it a quick like. It takes you like 1 second. Just give it a like right now. Sami Callihan's in the back talking about his match with Moose. And just going on and on. Don Callis interrupts, pokes fun at Sami, calling him the bridesmaid and never the bride, which is weird because he has been champion.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
recently.
And I was like, he was champion. That's kind of weird thing.
The forgotten title run.
It is turning into that, man. It really is turning into a forgotten title run.
I thought he was referring to when he sang.
Here comes the bride.
Oh my god.
All dressed in white.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this dumbass.
And like where Sami just looks at, he just doesn't say anything. He's like, leave. He's like, what do you mean, pal? I was like, leave. And then Don walks away. It was great.
He told Don.
It was very Sammy. And he said he's going to kick Moose's ass. So I like that.
Appropriate.
Very appropriate.
He said, get.
Yep. We get the vignette for Macklin, who I guess he was Cutler up there, WWE.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve Macklin.
I'm hoping Jameson's throwing a couple shekels Impact's way.
Hey, they predominantly had that bottle out. The Jameson bottle was like, boom, Jameson. So that was up there. So here he's coming in. We get a little backstage thing with Fire and Flavor and Scott demanding that hey, this is bullshit. We keep getting all this crap thrown at us. You're always putting us in weird situations. And he tells them you do have a title shot this Saturday, or coming Saturday, or next Saturday, against all odds, and it's going to be against some people who also deserve a shot here. Kimberly and Susan walk out. Susan claims that she was touched inappropriately by Fire Flava.
Oh God!
So she says because of that, to avoid legal HR issues, Scott has given them a title shot next time, which I love.
That will be acceptable.
And she's like, we're done here, and she walks out. It's great, very Susan. I love it.
Kimber looked awesome, by the way. I don't know what was different. Her hair?
Is it her hair?
I didn't see this part.
She looked
something was
great.
different on her. I don't know what it was.
She looked different. Maybe she has like an all new outfit. I think she's really going to the color blue. Is that like an old thing with Kimber? Or I don't know.
She used to wear a lot of, what was her like indies outfit back in? It was kind of blue, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, Violet says it was
on like the princess.
It's
Kimber
the hair.
days?
It's the hair. Yeah,
her hair. She looks good with the hair.
Alicia, see if you can find this time. Her hair was pretty cool. Like she did look different.
Oh, so it was flat ironed.
So you should have known that.
I wasn't. I mean,
you're Mr. Flat Iron.
I am Mr. Flat Iron. I have a pink flat iron.
Just when she came out, I was like, "Wow, Kimber looks great." It was the hair.
So we get that. So now the next one is Kojima and Diener. This is Kojima's first match in Impact, and he's setting up for Doering. Basically, you gotta go through Diener, which I thought.
And this doesn't get you even more excited for that match because just looking at this guy, what is he, 55 or so? And that's just a man in there. Like that's like I said, that's not even a human being, Kojima. He's just like a tree trunk.
Yeah.
Walking in that ring.
Yeah. This is awesome.
I can't wait for that Doering match, man. I really cannot wait to see these two just beat the piss out of each other. I personally think it can steal the show.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally.
Like it's gonna be one of those sleeper hits.
Yep.
And I swear to God, like if this gets snubbed, like by Mr. Japan, newsletter guys.
Kojima's in New Japan, so it's going to be tough for him to snub it. Yeah. Because then they'll take his Tokyo Dome access away. So
this is going to be an awesome match.
I think it's going to steal the show, honestly.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! This is some fantasy booking,
Dude, and I'm not alone that Kojima's music is badass, right?
I like that. I like that.
A lot of the New Japan themes are really good.
Yeah.
Are they original themes?
Yeah.
They do all their own music there. I like their music a lot. Yeah. Actually.
They're always very catchy. They do good jobs. I still remember the Thunder Liger.
Oh, I love Liger's music.
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude. I love it.
Yeah,
I actually bought, I'm not gonna buy a lot of masks, but I bought a Liger mask the other day.
Cool.
There's a mask guy who there's a shop where AAW was running the TV tapings, the small venue we ran some of our TV tapings. We're not there anymore, but there was a shop as part of the complex that sold nothing but lucha masks.
What?
And he had nothing but, he had everybody.
They have Black Taurus?
He had Taurus. He had Taurus. $40.
Damn.
He's got
I might get myself a Black Taurus.
I can get it for you, but it's a full-on Taurus mask. It's great.
I'll just pop on the show.
He had a authentic Liger, and I was like, he had one left. I was like, dude, I gotta get this. I don't even display my. I can get it. You want me to get it?
I'd like to see this.
All right, talk about this match. I'll get it in 1 second. I'll get it. All right, let's go.
So Kojima Diener, Jaybone, thoughts?
Oh, this was fun just because we know what's been going on with Violent by Design lately, but Kojima, I'm sure I've seen him wrestle before. I mean, we all sat backstage and watched the one from 10-ish years ago between him and Doering, right before he debuted and got in the face of Doering. So we popped for that. But this is like, okay, the road to Doering. What is Kojima gonna have to go through? I can't wait to see if he actually has to go through Rhino next week. But this was a lot of fun. I mean, we kind of knew who was gonna win this one, but it's still fun. I mean, look, Diener's no slouch. If anybody's gonna at least attempt to hang with him, it's gonna be a veteran like Diener.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this mask.
Look at this, dude. I mean, it's a full on. Look at that.
Damn.
I mean, that's a full Liger mask. He's got the hair thing in the back.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Well, It's nice to look at, Trent, but you got to put it on.
I am not going to put this on right now. I mean, I could, but I am not going to put. Well,
Do it. Put the mask on.
I guess I can.
Audio listeners, he is now putting the mask on.
Put it on.
It's almost
Thunder
over his
Liger
head.
is out of retirement, and he's on TNI.
There he is. There's the Liger.
Damn, that is a sweet ass mask.
Isn't it? I don't even display masks, but I had to buy it. I'm like, I can't just pass this up.
It's a great
Yeah. I'm not a
Thunder
mask
Liger
buyer
always had
either.
one of the best masks.
He
Now
only
you
gets
just do the surfboard submission with it.
Oh,
You're
isn't that
gold.
beautiful? Now,
Very.
yeah, definitely, Bill. You let me know if we could talk about if you want to get a Taurus or anything. We'll talk off the show. I also picked up a Pentagon. He had a Pentagon, and I have a Phoenix that a friend of mine got me from Mexico. And I was like, well, I don't have a Pentagon, so I got the blue Pentagon one right here. So
very nice.
I had to do it. He had like every Pentagon mask and every Phoenix. He had everybody, but the Liger was the big hook.
Got to go with the classics, man. Got to go with the classics.
I'll find a way to display them. Somehow, but it's pretty cool.
Foam heads. Oh, you gotta go. Hey, talk to Al Snow.
I know.
Yeah.
I asked the guy's wife was running, and she had them all displayed. And I said, "Where do I get the heads?" She goes, "Amazon." I just ordered a shit ton of them on Amazon. So she's like, "You just get them on Amazon." But she's like,
I thought you were gonna go. She said Al Snow.
No, but she was like, they come in 30 packs. That's the problem. She's like, you need to buy 30 of them. Like, I'm basically like Al Snow, just walking around.
Number 37?
Yeah, 37.
Oh no! You know what? You got a Goodwill anywhere near your house? Go to a Goodwill, guaranteed to have
Good
one
idea.
there.
Yeah,
Truck. It's really hard to see out of. I don't know how Liger does it. I really
always can find head at Goodwill.
Yeah. Yikes.
Wait, what?
Wow. What the fuck?
Wow.
Bill, take it easy.
Settle down.
Holy crap.
What?
Jesus Christ.
I have seen that penis.
Yeah, this is horrible.
All right.
Off the rails.
Off the rail. All right, we're at the end. We're getting to the end. Here.
Kojima, Dean, or Trent, you have thoughts on this match?
I loved it. I think I really don't know too much New Japan stuff, outside of like some staples from the 90s and things like that, which Kojima was a part of, but I didn't watch a ton. But I like him, dude. Thank you, Violet. Oh, cool. I like Kojima a lot. That dude, like you said, that's a man right there. He's just a solid brick of a man. I liked it a lot. He took out Diener, man. He looked good.
Hey, props to Diener. Like, I mean, I know Diener's a good wrestler, but this is not his fucking style at all. And I wouldn't expect him in a match like this. And he did a really great job in this match.
Absolutely.
He made Kojima. Well, I mean, you don't have to make Kojima look good, but Kojima looked amazing. In part also because Diener did such a great job. So
those chops, my
God.
He lit him up, man.
My teeth rattled.
I appreciated Diener a lot here because, like you said, that's not his normal match, and he stepped up to the plate on this for sure.
Machine Gun Chop, Eddie Edwards, Satoshi Kojima,
Kenta Kobashi. If I'm going to say that's the OG.
Okay,
that's the guy who created it.
Fair
Bill,
enough.
Bill, nothing beats Joe and Kobashi Ring of Honor in New York. Were you there for that with the nearly hour long match they had?
No, I wasn't in that one. Although there are some sleeper ones that like former Impact talent Elgin. He did an hour long match with AJ when AJ first went to ROH and at a Philly TV taping.
They really?
Wow.
Shit. But the chops. I'm talking the chops. He did the chops too. No, but I'll tell you. Kobashi with the chops.
Yeah, the like Suzuki, Kobashi, like some of the chops are just crazy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I think that's the strong style, obviously, that everyone comes to see. That's what is made famous. Like if now, like you go to even an indie show, I'm like yelling at him, man. If that dude is in like purple by the end of the match, man, you haven't done your job.
It's not hamburger.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to the main right real quick before we jump in the main event. Violent by Design is backstage talking about how Eric's there talking about how they lost and he's not too happy about what happened. But he's not deterred. They still got the belts, everything's good. And he's caused, he blames Eddie for causing some mayhem because Eddie did get involved in that match. He blames Eddie for the distraction on this. Crazy Steve comes into this and with Taurus and he's laughing. He's laughing at Young calling Edwards the bad guy in this, and Decay basically challenges them to a tag team title match at Against All Odds. Eric Young does reference that he trained him. He's like, "I trained you," which I like that. I like that he talked. I trained you. Let's not forget. I know.
Disrespect him, you disrespect me.
Yes. So I love callbacks like that. Like, give me the reality. This guy, you might be crazy Steve. You might be, in this whole character you're in, but it's like, don't forget, Eric, I trained you. So I know where you come from, which I like that. So he gives him the title match. I'm sorry, I skipped one thing prior to that. Backstage, Callis is there. Well, Moose is hyping up his match with Sami. Callis tries to play mind games with him. Same thing he did for Sami, and Moose just isn't listening to him, and he tells Callis to tell Kenny Omega to keep his title shiny for him, which I thought was nice. But all right, main event: Moose and Sami Callihan. This is it. This again, wrestling wise, this was probably the best Impact episode of the year.
Yeah,
dude, it was just incredible. Every match can legitimately be match of the night.
Yeah, Jaybone, what did you think? I'll let you start off with this. This is the main. I'll go through this real quick. Just what do you think of wrestling purely from a match standpoint? Like, this was nuts. This was pretty nuts. Go ahead.
Well, and we were trying to field the chat too. Like, all right, who do you think's going to win this one? Because we were like, well, in a sense, Moose has to win this one, but depending on how you look at it, so does Sami. But then, of course, it got thrown out, and I was, and I said this right before we had the segment at the end. I said, well, technically, they attacked Sami. Sami got hit first, which ended up DQing it out, which means he wins, which means he beat the number one contender, technically. And Bill's like, oh, they're not doing that. And I was like, oh, just wait.
Yes,
wait.
I gave him heat for that. I thought it was lazy.
So why do you think it was lazy? Give me your thought.
I think it was it's a lazy way to put him in the main event. I think he could have got more creative with throwing him in there that way.
Yeah,
it was too obvious, and I'm like, they're better than that, and they weren't.
What's funny is we all kind of called it, right? That Sami would get into. We all kind of mentioned something about this.
The best thing it does it because we're like against all odds. It ain't going to be Slammiversary. Like that now you throw the third man, so you either delay that and give Moose his one-on-one match at Slammiversary for the belt because of more shenanigans, chicanery, whatever you want to say, or tomfoolery, or you actually have the world title change at an Impact Plus special by Kenny Omega not eating a pin and then being done with Kenny Omega.
That's been my thought. That was my. I think.
But I really am like, ooh. I know they want the Impact Plus stuff to go over, but if you change that title with Kenny Omega, who all you do is say, man, the buy rates are great for the pay-per-views, and you do it on Impact Plus, I'd be shocked.
My thought was they're going to change it there, and then you have it homegrown guys headline and Slam. Even though the numbers back up Kenny, I just think I don't know. Otherwise, doesn't make. I can't. As much as on the inside of wrestling as I'm in, booking wise, like at AAW and stuff, I can't figure this one out. That's the thing. And Kevin Martin's calling your shit on this one right now. We're purely calling you out right now in the chat. Just saying, like, he's just calling you out.
Oh, no, I don't know what that, like I said, I think that could happen. I think it might not. I still think that the play is Kenny and maybe Okada at Slammiversary. Who knows? I think there's going to be big New Japan stuff still. Oh, I believe the Okada in the. Remember, Carl Anderson said not if, when.
Oh yeah.
So it's on the table. What I just thought is you've been promoting this one-on-one match the whole time, and it's still not confirmed. I haven't looked at Twitter recently if it's going to be confirmed because we know Tony Khan's going to come in next week.
Yeah.
See if this happens, but it seemed like it was inevitable they wouldn't have the one-on-one match, and I just don't want to. I want to see Moose get his one-on-one match.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I want to see Sami get his one-on-one match too.
I'd rather see 2 one-on-one matches.
Yeah,
do a little WrestleMania 9 and have one kick off the show and one end the show.
Yes. Oh, that would be badass.
Just show the best bow machine can do it.
Mania 10.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Well, I even like that they mentioned too, like, what do they say? Like the mud wrestling guys aren't going to get their match, like specifically like challenging that Sami Callihan shouldn't be here. Because, again, him and Kenny Omega are friends. Like, they can work that angle, right? And you shouldn't be here, but Sami should be here, and he proved it tonight. But but it'll never matter what Sami Callihan does in the ring because of his reputation, because of how he looks, because he's not the biggest guy. He's always going to get shit in the the dirt sheets or wherever. But man, as much as I love Moose, I'm on the other side of the coin from you, though. I love Moose, but man, I want to see Sami get this belt.
Yeah,
but it's so cool that it could happen. We don't know.
Yeah, like it could be against all odds. The title changes, and we get Moose Sami at Slammiversary main event.
Maybe
that's a very likely scenario. It could seem.
That's what I was thinking.
I want to hear Alicia's opinion on this, and then I'm going to throw my 2 cents.
All right.
Yeah, I was just going to throw in that they always seem to jump Sami first.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they do, don't they? They always go after Sami first.
A la Callis.
Which is what happened today when Kenny and the Good Brothers came down, right? And he mentioned that too, didn't he? He's like, they're always coming after me first. Why is that, Moose?
I'm not sure if he did mention it. I didn't hear that part, but I've definitely noticed that seems to be the pattern.
I thought he said something like 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
And with that, it's like they almost view him as the weakest link. That's why they keep going for him, or the threat, not the weakest link.
Right. Oh, see there. I love that you can go either way with it. Honestly,
absolutely.
Like so many places you can go.
Or Kenny could retain. Shit, there's a third option.
He could retain. So we'll see what happens at the end of this match. Let me just put. I'm sorry, Jaybone. You had your thoughts. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and speaking from a guy that watches on the other company, the AEW side of things, they just had a big pay-per-view, Double or Nothing, and that was an absolutely barn burner of a triple threat between Kenny Omega defending against Pac and Orange Cassidy. It was absolutely amazing. So thinking
that finish.
That finish, you could have heard a mouse fart from the 50th row. It just killed the crowd after Kenny won that one.
The risk of a triple threat in a main event like that.
But it was still a lot of fun. So thinking of it from that point of view, I don't mind if it turns into a triple threat. I'm like, because I want to see, like you guys said, the 1v1, Sami gets his. I want to see Moose get his as well. But just knowing what if everybody gets their shit in, so to speak, bring it. It'll just they can tear the house down. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm good in any scenario.
Honestly, yeah, me too. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm good either way. Yeah. But I am not good if Moose gets fucked in some way. After
that's my worry. I guess that's why I'm opinionated on it.
I don't.
I have beef. I have beef.
Too much investment in Moose right now, and
because I just showed, this vest is from the Rebellion. He should have beat Aries for the title.
Mm-hmm. The Slammiversary,
or Slammiversary.
Yeah,
it's getting old.
Let me ask this. Do you think part of this is kind of because Moose's contract is coming up, and there's that?
It could be.
Are they adding it?
Do you mean like there's not a deal done, and so this is to give them an out?
It's an out. Yeah, you set up a little security, like hey,
just messing with the storyline to make it look like that.
I'm just thinking out loud. Is it like, do you pad it a little bit just in case he doesn't re-sign, right? Because that's the narrative put out there that he hasn't signed yet. I'm just putting. Food for thought, put that out there. At the end of the show, D'Amore meets Omega and the Good Brothers and the Gorilla. He's like, you know what? I think after all this going on, it's going to be fair to add Sami as the third man in that match against Moose and Kenny and against all odds. D'Amore tells Callis, I already spoke to Tony. He's going to be here next week, and we'll figure it all out. And Don's like, we're supposed to be on the same team here, brother. I've seen that penis.
I'll tune in. And I'll check it out.
I've seen that penis.
Been a long time.
Yo, but Scott was gangster as hell right here, though.
He was gangster the whole show. I gotta say,
he was like
Ross
a boss,
was on
dude.
today on this.
He
show.
was.
But that's it, guys. That's the show went off the air. Tony TK next week. He'll be on. Make it official, and we are off the races after that. So great episode. I think today's episode is mark the date because this is a classic. This is honest to God, is it to go down as one of the classic episodes of Impact, like one to remember from a wrestling perspective. You have Kojima's debut, you got Moose and Sami, the Ironman, Rohit and Jake. It is a wrestling heavy show with story. It's not just matches, it's got great story today too. So,
and don't forget the knockouts tags.
I've done all of it. Yes, the knockouts tag, all of it today. Just great stuff all around.
Great show.
So mark the date, guys. But that's it. Slamversary tickets on sale tomorrow, 10 Eastern.
What? Oh my God! Say it again.
Daniel Spencer. We top of the show. We had David Penzer in here hyping it. It's all.
We are
it's all
single-digit hours away.
Oh my God! Say it again.
We are
single-digit hours away.
Bill, do you have your alarm set already? 7 a.m.
I'll be working, so I'll already have been up for hours.
Nice. There you go,
dude. Why am I going to be on site tomorrow? Fuck.
Bill, you might have to.
That's your bad for scheduling.
You might have to quick pay, Mark. You better get ready to quick pay or PayPal old Bill here.
I didn't know they were going to announce Slam tickets go on sale tomorrow. Fuck.
Oh, you got to assume any day a ticket sale to be announced.
But
that's ticketing 101.
So just to recap a few things, guys. Slam tomorrow, tickets on sale. David Penzer, want to thank him for being on at the top of the show. David Penzer is booking Josh and TJP. Don't forget, get a hold of David Penzer, david.penzer@gmail.com, or his Twitter. And if you want to bring Josh and TJ for the title, non-title, whatever, he'll come on. And wait a minute. Run in. Holy shit.
About to bring the motherfucking fire. Somebody queue up motherfucking.
This is why you didn't join Patreon, because you're going to get this. Go ahead. Bring them in, man.
Yeah.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Let's go 3 hours, baby. Let's go 3 hours.
All right.
Wow. No.
I thought you were
none of
the
that.
big screen.
None of that shit. None of that.
Hold on a second here. It's been a while.
Yeah, we don't need the big screen.
I got some stuff to say.
Got some opinions.
Who's this
Preach,
guy?
brother Kyle. Preach.
Well,
we're echoing on. So, Kyle, you an amateur now? You got your echo.
It's been a while. It's been a while, Trent. All right, a little rusty, but I got something to say. You know.
Oh boy.
I thought I was done with this show. I thought I was done with the morons behind these microphones. I thought I was done with the even bigger morons in the chat room. But then I hear about a Patreon. When you talk about a Patreon, you talk about money. And when you talk about money, you talk about the scumbag. So of course I'm back. That's it. Scum Day family dinner every Sunday. That's the only way to get the scumbag until July. Come July and August, summer of scum. I will be on the show every Thursday night, just for the summer. And then once my work hours change again, back into the woods, gone. But the summer of scum is upon us. But first, Scum Day family dinner. Oh, don't cheer, Jaybone. I'm here to make your life a living hell again. Wow. I'm here to give Trent more gray hairs. I'm here to... You morons took my show and drove it into the ground in my absence. I'm here to save it.
Listen, man. Listen, you left us.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Actually, you know what?
You've been using the same sound bites for like 6 months. Not one of you can lift a finger?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Yes.
Think of it.
Yes, it feels like old fucking times.
The whole show has thrived since you left. We had nothing but guests. We've been out to dinner with Impact executives.
And that was part of your plan, Trent. That was part of your plan. You planned all of it. And I'm here to take it back. In fact, you know what? I'm here to drive it into the ground. How about that? Here to knock you right off your pedestal, Trent.
He's gonna inject the
big
poison.
Trent. Big Hollywood Trent. I'm here to take it all back.
We're balling since you left, man. I mean, you snooze, you lose.
For a lot of money.
Freon will bring that money.
That's right.
So, Kyle, you are back. Hey, Lon, as Vince Russo like to call you, and you're back somewhat. I guess the numbers went up since he just appeared, which is weird.
Did they? Oh wow, they did really go up. That's actually
that's
no
funny.
bullshit.
We were dry people.
Why are we surprised? That's been the trend. We have precedent for this. Kyle comes on, numbers go up. This is like kind of the shit.
We're back in the cut. We're serious, like a late period.
Well, that too.
That one might have to go.
Your buddy Kyle.
Kaylon and
Your buddy Kyle.
yeah, this is horrible.
I'll be on the Sunday family dinner this Sunday. You could bet the hair on your booty cheeks.
You got hair on your booty cheeks?
Critical Sting makes a fine point. For those of you that are new to the show and don't know, this
some people don't know who I am.
They don't know who you are. We built a whole
loud,
life without you.
I created this show, damn it. This is my show.
Which one's Kyle?
Well, that's what I was going to say, but fucking Kyle said it, so that one's Kyle. So for those who don't know, that's motherfucking Kyle.
Proud as a peacock.
That's
You're damn right.
All right. Well, welcome back, Kyle. It's time for us to go. Should we wrap it up? Let's get our plugs in.
I'll
tell them where they can find you.
You missed it, baby. You missed it. The show's
We're giving them
over.
the hook.
You came in right at the right time. We were just wrapping up on Moose and Sam. We just finished.
Kyle, did you have a chance to watch the show?
He didn't watch
Look,
it.
man, the TV time at the local penitentiary, the guys didn't want to watch Impact tonight, all right? Last time I put Impact on, they were real rough on me. That's all you need to know.
Kyle, can you do me a favor?
jail.
Yes. A tease. I want a tease for the Patreon. One before we start wrapping up here. Now, people, since you've been gone, I told people all about the Impact, Impact heads with the Z, which is the Impact
That's us
heads.
now.
That's us now. But I want you
For reals.
What was the origin of the Impact heads with the Z? Very gangster of you.
Why do you just go to that? Why do you go to that?
Because
of all the things you can talk about, Kyle, have you been? What have you been up to? No, you bring up the one thing I don't like talking about. Fuck you, Trent. Go fuck yourself. How about that? You bastard. Hemi sucks. Hemi is a shitty band. How about that?
Since you've been gone, Sami Callihan already did that bit. So yeah, find a new bit, my friend. Sammy already took that bit from us. But anyway, all right. Anyway.
Well, we didn't get Kyle's opinion. You might not even know the news.
What's it in?
Impact is bringing fans back at Slammiversary.
Nashville, Tennessee, Kyle. You ever been to Tennessee? Huh? You ever left Strong Island? Yeah. You want to maybe venture out a little bit? Go to Tennessee? Join Bill in the front row?
Hey, if the people on Patreon pay for my plane ticket, I'm there. How about that?
That's right. You want scumbag, you got to pay for scumbag.
That's it.
Pay for the scumbag.
You got to pay for this.
A lot of money.
I can't believe something. I got to ask all you guys. This son of a bitch starts the show, puts me and Jaybone on, brings us together to keep the thing afloat. We take it to the height it's been, and then we bring Alicia on, we bring Marq on, we take it to another level high. And this bastard doesn't lift a finger to do any of it. Conveniently comes right back in when a Patreon's active and says,
That's right. You talk Patreon, you talk money. You talk money, you talk KL. Now we're talking bucks, Trent. Now we're talking dollaroos. I'm in. I'm in.
All the work you did
Here for a lot of money.
Times are we going to play that soundbite?
That's the only way to talk to Kyle, man. Check it out. That's what.
All right.
Got to do it.
Kyle,
I didn't forget what you said about me on my birthday over summer, Trent.
Kyle, I really dislike you as a human being and as everything you stand for. You upset me.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Oh, Kyle versus Trent, round 1 million.
Was that your birthday?
That was on my birthday. You called it the birthday massacre, huh? I thought we were having a birthday party. You titled the show KL's Birthday Massacre. Look at this fucking...
Holy shit.
Wasn't funny. It was...
They laughed, and they laughed, and they laughed, and they laughed!
It's not funny. It's not funny.
We're still off the...
Well, Kyle,
don't play sound bites over me.
Alicia,
Screw
you
Bravo,
have
like Penzer said before. Screw Bravo. That's right. I was listening. I'm always listening.
I think out of all of us, I think Alicia might be happy to see you. I think, maybe if anybody is.
That's the reason I'm
Who's
here.
that broad?
We're all always happy to see Kaylon. You saw the comments, man. The people miss you. They need their scum.
Kaylon. All right. Well, good.
But be careful what you wish for. Bunch of morons, total nonstop imbeciles. I'm here to take everything back and drive it right into the ground.
We'll be done
for a monthly Patreon subscription.
We'll be done by Bound for Glory. It's over.
That's it.
Close.
It's over.
Close to sign up.
Beautiful.
Show goes out with a bang.
All right, let's get plugs. Kyle, where can they follow you since you're back?
Onlyfans.com/KL on the mic. Follow me on there. I'm trying on all Bill's suits, Bill's robes, everything. All types of fun gimmicks going on there. Shoot me a follow.
Oof.
There's Bonely fans. Jaybone started Bonely fans. He started Only Bones.
Oh, that's fitting because I got both of his stepdaughters on my OnlyFans with me.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's been a while since he said something like that, Jaybone.
I gotta come in guns a-blazing.
Holy crap!
I don't know whether to say congratulations or I'm sorry.
Yeah, that too.
What's going on between you and my daughter?
Brother.
You clicked it too early.
Oh,
I should have said it between you and my daughter, brother. Would have been great. Can you redo that one, Kyle? I want the between you and my daughter, brother.
Don't ask me for nothing, Trent. Don't ask me for nothing.
My big tough guy. All right. Bill, where can they get you?
On the Twitter, the Instagram, and my name, William M. Gardner, Gardner.
Very nice. Alicia, where can they get you?
You can find me on the Twitter and the Instagram under the handle Alicia BKK.
Alicia, you know what I proposed? I said, these bastards are getting you for free. I said, we should make Alicia a premium tier on the Patreon. You want pic? She puts up gorgeous photos, and you guys are getting that for nothing. She should be a premium tier to get her Instagram, guys. That's what it really should be, Alicia.
Knockouts tier.
Knockouts tier. That's what I'm talking about. Alicia, you got a wedding to pay for. You know what I'm saying?
TNI knockouts.
She does have a wedding to pay for, guys. You want the premium tier, the knockouts tier. You got it, man. Well, we'll talk about this.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the wedding, Alicia, now that the pandemic's starting to loosen up, Impact's letting people back in, I'm just, our invites, I'm expecting them in the mail. And I hope there's an open bar.
RSVP, scumbag plus one.
Hey, listen. Kyle, before you got on, we proposed that if we hit a certain tier of a Patreon, we're going to pay Jim Mitchell to come officiate her wedding. Father James Mitchell's going to do it. Apparently,
that always turns out well.
How about if that doesn't happen? KL just gets ordained.
Ooh,
that's right. That's right.
Good idea.
That's right.
I totally trust Kyle.
Choir boy.
I thought we were gonna do the gimmick where KL rides in on a flaming unicorn or something.
My suits at the dry cleaners.
Do we have
unicorn suits at the dry cleaners?
We don't have a cricket soundbite, do we? We need a cricket soundbite.
That one went over like a fart in church.
Cold-blooded.
You can
take this microphone and shove it up your ass.
And Alicia, I'm serious about coming to the wedding, and I'm serious about an open bar because I'm going to be very thirsty. I'm going to be very thirsty.
God damn it, Kyle's back.
Get that fucking soundbite out of here. Get that out of here.
Delete that soundbite.
We lost
that soundbite.
And there goes the YouTube.
We just lost Monotine.
There goes.
We're done. All right,
man.
Mark, where can they get you?
It's parched.
Mark World Order, MARKQ World Order. You can find me on Twitter. You can now also find me on the Discord a lot, which you should be on. And
next comment.
Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ. What have we done? Truck's a good guy, Truck's he's a good bloke. He donates to charity. He helps the homeless. He bakes bread. And you ruined it. You ruined it.
Truck is the man.
That's why they got to come to the Patreon, because you know what, Trent? There's scumbags in this world, and I got to look out for them. I got to attend to the scumbags.
And the nice thing is the Patreon is locked down, so Kalon is a little in more of a controlled environment. So
that's right.
Speaking of, you can find me on the Patreon. That's patreon.com/WeTalkImpact. There is a poll up now for Tier 3 TNI fam members to vote on what we will be reviewing right now. A non-impact related show by a former Impact co-owner is leading the poll, and we will be reviewing it.
He was only a co-owner in his own mind.
Hey.
Was he never officially?
Truck wants to know when's the first Sunday dinner?
This weekend.
This Sunday. Sunday Scum Day. Call it the Scum Day family dinner because it's my show.
Scum Day.
Right.
Scum
Day.
All right. Guys, you get me at Trentsberry on Twitter. Also the show at We Talk Impact, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Just type in Total Nonstop Impact, comes right up. All audio podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Rate, review, and subscribe. Your Alexa will even play us if you tell her to play it. So just play Total Nonstop Impact, and she finds it right away. So go get on that. Discord, the link is in the description below. Discord is literally blowing up. Several rooms of chat going on in there, including a Patreon tiered private room. Right, Mark? Which one is that?
That is the Treehouse. There is also a Treehouse Theater for watch-alongs. So pop in. We may be watching something.
Nice. There you go. So that's a Patreon tier. Patreon.com/WeTalkImpact. Check out the tiers. Yes. We're going to get all in there. That stuff will all be, that stuff is all described what you get with the different tiers on Patreon. YouTube.com/Total Nonstop Impact. Twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. Get yourself a t-shirt. Thanks to everybody who did it.
I did see Truck put out on social media a quote from his wife about Kalon.
Uh-oh.
This guy is annoying.
Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the party, pal. Return of the Mac, baby. Let's go. Summer of
I got
TNI.
nothing to say. I got Truck is a very important financial backer of the show, so I got nothing to say. I'm gonna let that one slip. That one I'm gonna let slip.
Ain't no secret. I need a job.
All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. He's back. If you stay around, it's like an Easter egg. You stick around to the end of the show, you never know who's gonna show. So, Kaylon, you're back. The summer of scum.
Yeah, he was hidden in the Slammiversary teaser. There was a
That's
Kaylon
true.
back there.
It's
I've been in the undead realm. I've been stuck in the undead realm.
Scum Day dinner. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what it is.
Daddy.
Scum Day dinner, guys. All right, we're gonna get out of here, everybody. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, Slam tickets on sale, 10 a.m. Eastern. Go check them out. Connect with David Penzer. You want to bring TJ and Josh. Big thanks to David Penzer for being on. Big thanks to Mike Freland for being on tonight. Awesome to have you guys. We will have more guest announcements and all sorts of stuff coming up next week. But join us again on Tuesday, guys. Tuesday is throwback. NWA TNA number 70. What are we on? 72? 72 this weekend. This coming week on Tuesday. Truck does a watch along on the Discord. Watch it before we go live with the review. Check it out on Discord. Wednesday, TNI UK. They do their weekly wrap-up live, 12 o'clock Central U.S. time, 6 p.m. UK time. Thursday, Impact and XTV watch-along on Twitch, twitch.tv/TotalNonstopImpact. Then immediately the post-show afterwards. So, guys, thank you very much for hanging with us. We appreciate it. We will talk to you guys on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Take care. Have a good night.
Thanks, everybody, for listening to